sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. You'll never sing that. Champions of Europe. You'll never sing that.
Chelsea are world champs.
World champions.
You lot are already world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
Chelsea are champions of the world.
World champions.
World champions, guys.
Chelsea, congratulations.
World fucking champions.
You have won everything in world football.
Yeah, world champions for 4 years.
Everything in club football.
You're the world champions.
World champions.
World champs.
Said you are the world champions.
World champions, yeah. I'm not gonna be one of them like saying, yo, like there's a Tim Pot trophy. It's a pre-season trophy, bro. It's a Club World Cup, man. See the size of that trophy, bro.
Chelsea are gonna have a stamp on their chest for 4 years saying world champions.
They're gonna have Club World Cup winners for 4 years.
4 fucking years saying world champions.
You like, I try to downplay it like the mad waking thing, you get me? But you comes to a point when you're like, you know what, blood, man can't even like. If they did a parade, yeah, man can't even knock it. You get me?
World champions.
The champions of the world.
They are the club world champions.
Chelsea are Club World Cup champions.
The best team in the world is now Chelsea Football Club.
Champions of the world.
And Chelsea aren't world champions now. Whatever you want to say about them.
They're going to be world champs for the next 4 years.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be there 4 years time.
World champions at Chelsea Football Club.
Chelsea FC champions of the world.
My name is Troops. And I am the wise man. And I would like to introduce the reigning, defending, undisputed, undefeated world champion, Carefree Lewis G.
It's a little bit dark, innit? It's a little bit dark, innit, chat? Big up every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe, all of that shit. I think it's day 371 of the reigning, defending, undisputed heavyweight champions of the world, the Gargantuan Blues, guys. Big up to all you lot that's locked in. We're here to react to some Arsenal tears and to react to some Arsenal copium. And we're also going to be talking about some of the latest Chelsea news that's dropped over the last 24 hours. We can start off with that quickly, but we have a lot of content to delve into and to enjoy. And I'm also taking offers from the crowd as well. If you guys have any clips that you want us to bring up, anything that we might have missed while we're going through the videos, please feel free to let us know. Tell me if you want me to go into anybody's channel, anybody's TikTok, any of that. We've got at least 2 hours to cook. So big up to the chat, man. We already got a little bit of copium in here. Oh, 10th place, guys. So why are you getting hijacked by 10th place? Why are you getting hijacked by 10th place, brother? That's what I want to know. But big up to you, bro. Big up to Known Unknown. Big up to Mello. Big up to CC. Big up to Assad. Big up to Cuenca. Hey, when I brought the name Bruno G up a few weeks ago, everybody was laughing. Suddenly, man ain't laughing anymore. It is what it is, bruv. It is what it is. Big up, though, my G. Big up to Bola. Big up to iNotes. Big up to Joey. Big up to Maldini in the chat. Big up to Esteval, Cuenca, Fielder. All of you, man, in here, bruv. Big up every single one of you. What's going to happen to Barker on his first day at Cobham? Hopefully he gets fucking clamped for the way that he was moving in the England game, that prick, bruv. But, yeah, we're going to go through a bit of the news quickly, let the crowd build in a little bit, and then we're going to get into the real nature of this show. So, first thing, I did see this come up. So this might actually be a bit of a possibility, which I don't really like the sound of, but Do you want to take some of our deadwood first? I still don't get why they would want to travel to London and bring their fans, or if it even works for their fans, to travel from Ukraine or Russia to London 4 times in a season minimum. I don't really get it. You'd probably be better off trying to use a stadium closer to where you guys are playing. But I guess Chelsea view it as just some sort of an extra revenue stream. Whatever. I don't really want to see it still. It would just be a bit weird, you know, having another club playing home games at our ground. I don't really get that one too tough, but it's just another revenue stream. That's the way Chelsea are going to view it. And honestly, I'm not in a position where I really give a damn right now. All of that stuff is like relatively irrelevant to me. But yeah, that was one topic we got from today. We've got a bit of news on a potential PSR swap deal with Aston Villa. A lot of people are talking about, like, have we overpaid? Do we even care about an overpay? But we're hearing rumors that Aston Villa could come back in later in the window and buy a Chelsea player for an elevated fee, a fee that would be a lot more than what we would expect to get for that player. Something similar to the Amari Kellyman and Ian Matson deal from 2 years ago. It could be Jackson. There was conversations about Garnacho, but Garnacho's just put all of his loyalty into the Roma basket. So it doesn't look like Aston Villa and Garnacho will progress anywhere. Not even that arse, because at least you've picked a club and you're going to do everything you can to get to that club the same way you did when you had to come down to our club from Manchester United. Fine. Fine. Maybe they go in for Nicholas Jackson later on in the window. These men have been having an interest in Jackson. But hey, H is saying UEFA rules don't allow us to do it. There was rumors of it yesterday. Slight rumors. I don't remember who said it because, like, I might have had a bit too much to drink. But I remember reading it still. And regardless, I think you're still going to have interest in Jackson anyway. But it might also depend on if you lot get rid of Ollie Watkins. I know there's rumors of him going to Fenerbahce, and like a few other clubs are interested as well, but nothing really more than that. There was also this on Lacroix. Not really an update, but it's worth bringing up because we're getting from the main Crystal Palace in the know. This is the guy, Reluctant Nico. This was the first guy to break the Lacroix to Chelsea links. The first guy to do it this summer, and he said we're close on a fee to Lacroix, but we're still around the 50 to 60 range. I think it's just going to come down to a matter of millions. I feel a lot more confident about this transfer now because, like, we're so used to following every single part of a transfer happening. Now we don't really hear anything. We just hear that it's done. It's fucking done, guys. But yeah, Ben Jacobs also added to this, saying it's also good for me to get rid of a lot of these tabs too, because fuck this. Chelsea have now held formal talks with Palace over a move for Lacroix. Arsenal also appreciate him, but they'll probably try and get the price tag lower because these brothers want to move broke all summer. Palace value the French's centre-back at least £55 million. Van Heck's move to Spurs is being used as a yardstick. I expect this to get done. It's a matter of millions. We've been in conversations for weeks now. I think we've only been waiting for the World Cup to conclude. It's now basically done. Maybe it's a matter of days. Maybe. I don't know. Like I heard people in the chat saying he had a bad game yesterday, but I didn't catch any of it. Like I said, I weren't watching it. I'm glad England won. It seemed like both teams rotated heavily, but I didn't catch any of that last game. I need to watch all the highlights before I speak on it. But yeah, hope we get Lacroix through the door. And I kind of believe that we will as well. On Enzo Fernandez, we've heard that now Enzo Fernandez is kind of like covering all bases now with his stance because there's still a good opportunity for him to stay at Chelsea. There's 2 unnamed clubs that have interest in Enzo and Atletico Madrid. I'm not really too sure who the other unnamed clubs could be because we've heard Arsenal have interest. We've heard City have interest. Madrid obviously had interest, and now Atletico Madrid and PSG. Who could the other 2 unnamed clubs be? Could it be like a Liverpool or something? Maybe a Bayern Munich? I don't really know, but Enzo's had very positive talks with Xabi Alonso, and he doesn't really want to burn any bridges because there's still a question in his mind as to whether he ends up staying at Chelsea or not. So that's not a bad thing for us because, like, look, I get the whole Enzo situation has just dragged on the entire summer, but he's been one of the best midfielders in the World Cup. Let's call it what it is. He was one of the few players not to down tools towards the back end of last season. Keep him. If we cannot get the offers that we want for Enzo Fernandez, keep him. And Enzo will put his head down and work for the club because, yeah, his dream is to play for Real Madrid. You're probably going to have to go and work for that a bit more over here. So let's get to work because you have another good year or two. Real Madrid are only going to come back. And they've done it before with players that they've said they ain't got current interest in. And that could easily happen again. So put your head down, get yourself down to Cobham, put a little PR apology, and just get to work. All I'm saying with Enzo is that I don't want to see this guy wear the armband for us ever again. After all of this, he don't need to wear the armband for us. We got enough vice captains as it is. He shouldn't have even been given the vice captaincy with the reasons why he got given that vice captaincy at the time. But losing Enzo is still going to hurt. Still going to hurt. Alex Crook tweet. Read that last part regarding Lacroix. Alex Crook. That's a TalkSport brother, isn't he? I think he's TalkSport. Yeah, he is. Steve Parish is determined to drive a hard bargain with the fee. What does that even mean, though? Like, compared to what we already know. What would that mean? A hard bargain. Like, we've already been told it's a little bit higher than what we originally expected, but even that's not to a bad amount. So, don't really know what more to add with that one still, bro. Remember Max's tweet saying one player we're looking at will have us excited. Yes, I saw. He said it was Barcola, but he never thought it was likely. And now we got Rodgers. It definitely isn't likely. I don't think we're going to go in and bring in another left winger now or someone that can play on the left side. I don't think we're going to do that now. But yeah, I kind of get why he didn't put that in the air immediately, because if you don't really believe it, if the sources aren't telling you it to a point where you can believe it heavily, don't put it out there. Because if we don't go for Lacroix, if we don't go for Barcola, everyone's just going to be cooking him and saying, you told us we're getting Barcola, now what? I get it. Keep your cards a little bit close to your chest. I get all of that still. Yeah, Maldini, I hear all of that. It's just like the market's just overinflated everywhere, isn't it? If you're going to have like a 10 million difference, fine. Like, Arsenal only wanted to pay 100 million. We slapped another 17 million because the settlement deal. Love for that. Love for that. And we'll even admit that's an overpay. But shit, I don't care, man. I really don't care, bro. Lewis Hall does not want to go down to the south. He wants to stay up in the north. So I don't think Lewis Hall is very realistic still, brother. As much as, like, we'd love that. We'd fucking love that. Nah. Nah. Not for centre-backs. I don't really recall any crazy centre-backs one. I'm just already asked because it's a 5 to 10 million difference. That's all. I'm still on the not my money train of thought. But I'm not saying you're wrong for viewing it the way that you view it. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, look, I'm not asked. I just want players into the club that I think are better than some of the options that we got right now, innit? Malo Gusto. No news on Malo Gusto because he's still valued at 75 million. We've got no news on Malo Gusto so far, chat. If anything, I think we've gone through all of the main news topics. Spoken about Jackson, the Garnacho links. Delap and Jackson are both seeking clarification of their role under Xabi Alonso. You're both going to be depth. I mean, what more clarification do you lot need? One of you will be a number 2 option. The other one will be a number 3 option. You figure out which one's going to be which still. So, yeah. But that's all the news. So, Chat, who would you like to start with? I'll leave it to you guys. I've got a ton of tabs open already. So who do you want to start with? Let me know. Just a name in the chat. Whatever's the most common name is whatever we're going to go for first. Okay. Fucking hell, that was quick. All right, say less, man. Everyone, let's go straight to troops. Cool. Cool. I already watched part of this anyway. Where is troops? I think that's the one. I think this is. Yeah, it is. Lovely. Well, I'll go through the ad. Go ahead. Like. Make sure you hit the likes for every single one of these guys. And hit the likes if you ain't done it here. Another fucking ad, you motherfuckers. Alright, mate. Boom. Let's go, chat.
Look where I am. Look where I am. I'm in Tesco, blood. Yeah? I'm in Tesco. Yeah? Blood? My head.
Imagine. We didn't even need to tell troops to go to the shop. The brother was already going shop for your world champions. Yeah, love to see it, mate.
Head is gone. I literally just came here to get some lamb blood. Yeah? I came here to get, look, I ain't even brushed my teeth. I got dry lips. I ain't washed my face. I literally just...
Ain't we all been there before where you just had like the dusty walk to the shop, by the way? Did we get a Lee Gunner raid? If we did, big up to Lee. You're still going in the Dutch pot, but big up.
My clothes, put the wife in the car and said, John, let's go get dinner for tomorrow. You get me? So I said to me, go on my phone. Yeah? I see a missed call from Lewis. I'm like, why is this brother ringing me? Then I'm seeing saying food chain. How can I be going to get food? Yeah, man is going to buy food and I'm getting food chained, blood.
Levels. Fucking levels, mate. We're going to go through this video. Thankfully, I don't think he was too shameless in this one, but we're still going to enjoy this one for what it is.
My head is gone. My lips are dry. My eyes are crusty. I'm looking mad. Yeah? And
we got the Lee raid.
Like, the wife, she's saying I'm getting mad. Like, you blood?
Yo, we got inventing in Tesco's, bruv. This is fucking brilliant, man. Fair play to, because this is a unique type of video. I have not seen a shop crash out. This is something Monts would be proud of.
How has this happened?
Big up to the Rat Army.
No. This, listen. Nah, I need to, no. I can't, no. This is, blood, I can't read. Because the way I want to cuss.
Yo, that's like the Stormzy meme, bruv. The guy literally can't get his words out, bruv.
No. This, listen. Nah, I need to, no. I can't, no.
Yeah, but, even, listen up,
This, listen. Nah, I need to, no. I can't, no. This is, blood, I can't read. Because the way I want to cuss, but where I am, I can't. Blood, I keep having to stop the video, blood, because, like, look, now I'm getting flipping monetization issues. I got these man playing their dead music, blood. Bro, I cannot believe what I am reading. £116 million deal agreed with Chelsea. Morgan Rogers, 6-year deal with a year. So, blood, I need to get out of Tesco, I swear to God. I got this woman asking me if they need cereal. I have no clue if they need cereal, blood. Yeah, I need answers. That's what I need. I need fucking answers, bro. This man was our main target. This man wanted Arsenal. It's only Arsenal. Yeah, how have dusty Chelsea,
that's the likes,
place
guys.
Chelsea, yeah, out of Europe Chelsea, yeah, have come in and swiped our main transfer target.
You know why? Because we're the fucking world champions, mate. We got world champions pool, and these players have still watched us win more trophies in their lifetime than you. That's why we can hijack your targets. And this also leads me to another point. But the Arsenal fans are now going to cope and say, oh, but we didn't put a bid down. Oh, he might have been our #1 target, but he didn't put a bid down, so it's not really a hijack. Let me tell you why it's a hijack. Because when we were dragging our feet with Moises Caicedo, and Liverpool tried to come in and do the hijack thing, you know what our #1 target Moises Caicedo said to them. Do you know what they said to them? I'll show you what he said to them. When I can get the fucking Fabrizio tweet up. Here. I only want Chelsea. Why didn't Morgan Rogers say that? Why didn't Morgan Rogers say that, though? They knew you were interested. You've been talking all summer. You had face-to-face talks with Super Duper Mick. We've seen it. You had face-to-face talks. So, how can it not be a rejection? How can it not be a rejection? X'd out on that one still. We're going to go right back to it. Steve, I see you in the chat. Big up, Steve.
Oh, man, dickheads, blood. The maddest thing, yeah? The madder I get, the drier my lips get, blood. This is embarrassing. Let's just say it as it is. This is absolutely fucking embarrassing, bro. You get me? We've been dilly-dallying with the deal. Oh, Rodgers wants Arsenal. Arsenal are the only ones interested. Blah, blah, blah. We've got the money to spend. We're willing to. We're opening club talks between each other. It's always been Arsenal. And now you're telling me Xabi Alonso has come in out of nowhere and been instrumental in getting Morgan Rogers to leave a Champions League club. Yeah. A club that just won the Europa League. Yeah. They have Champions League football. Yeah. And he's moving to Chelsea, who are not in Europe, finished 10th. Yeah. And it looks like they're getting worse and worse by the day. And you.
Hey, I'm just going to ask a question, innit? If you're a football player, especially an attacker, would you rather play for Arteta and like be forced into a robot, or would you rather play for Xabi Alonso? I kind of think we know our answers still.
You're telling me now that these men have come in and swooped, yeah, our main target. Remember they said Rodgers is our main target, bro. Yeah? Remember these men said Rodgers is our main target, bro. Yeah? And where's it gone now? Who are we going to sign now?
You know what I like? One thing I'm going to give Troops. I ain't heard copium yet. He's actually pissed at his club. I actually respect that. I respect that. A lot of Arsenal fans have instantly flipped the other side. Oh, it's a bit too much money for me. Like you would have given a shit if you bought him for that amount anyway. And you're Premier League champions. Ain't you meant to have got a ton of money for that? Use it. The fuck?
Trossard's gone. Trossard's gone, blood. What? Another year with Martinelli on the wing. What, are we putting all our hope into Zolis? An unknown entity.
Man like Sozolitis, bruv. Enjoy that.
That's what we're doing, blood. Champions Arsenal, yeah? Is this how champions move? Is this how champions move, blood? I want to know. Is this how champions move, blood? Because we're moving like bums right now. You get me? We're moving like absolute bums. It is embarrassing, bro. It is actually embarrassing, bro. Bro, I'm fuming. I keep stopping the video because I'm so mad.
Yo, this guy's probably had like a 30-minute crash out with all the cuts. Yo! It's crazy, man.
I can't believe this is happening, bro. We are the champions, yeah? We are the team on the up. We are the team that has won the Premier League, bro. We are the team that has been improving year after year, blood, yeah? Chelsea have been getting worse and worse. We've been getting better and better. Yeah. And now you're telling me what's gonna happen now? What is gonna happen now? Who is the target? Who's going on the left? Please tell me. I wanna know. Because I don't want man telling me, Troops, you're moving mad, calm down. Nah, I will not calm down, blood. I will not calm down. I will not fucking calm down when our main target. Yeah, it's not like Liverpool have swooped in. It's not like
I gotta give it. He's been honest. It's a lovely crasher. I'm enjoying this, but he's been very honest so far.
Have swooped in. Bayern.
Need some Berta slander though. Where's my Berta slander?
Munich, Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Day 371,
Chelsea,
mate.
2026 Chelsea. Let's get that as well, blood. Yeah, 2026 Chelsea. Not prime Jose Mourinho Chelsea. Not prime Drogba Chelsea, Lampard, Terry the scumbag, yeah? Not that Chelsea. We're talking about Colwill Chelsea, Tosin Chelsea, Chalobah.
Yo, respect Colwill. The fuck? I'll allow the other two, alright, man. But fucking respect Colwill, mate.
Chelsea, blood, yeah? That's what we're talking about. This dusty club have come and food chained us. They have absolutely badded us up. They have pulled down.
He's admitted it's a food chain thing. He's admitted it's a food chain. Hi, let's go, chat.
And food chain. That's what we're talking about. This dusty club have come and food chained us. They have absolutely badded us up. They have pulled down our pants. And the whole world is watching, bro. The whole world is watching, bro. I've been defending Berta. I've been saying Berta's got it under control. He proved himself last year. He's going to do it again.
Here we
he
go.
brought home the Premier League last season. He's going to keep it at the Emirates this year. You get me? Who knows? We might even get the Champions League, blood. Now, I'm on edge. Now, I'm brought home the Premier League last season. He's going to keep it at the Emirates this year. You get me? Who knows? We might even get the Champions League, blood. Now, I'm on edge. Now, I'm panicking. Now, I'm panicking, bro. Because when you look in the winger market, who is out there? The wickedest thing is, Rodgers ain't even an out-and-out winger. He's better essentially. Do you understand? But the situation we're in, that's probably the best you're going to get. Do you understand? So what do we do now? Who do we pivot to now? Can you hear the baby crying? The baby is crying, blood. I know, I'm sorry, man. You're going to have a lot more heartache coming.
Lumi, you've been in here for an hour. You were waiting 30 minutes before we went live telling me you don't care. You're a liar. But big up, bro. You get me? A lot more heartache you're gonna go through, little one. You feel me? I had that granny in there giving me evils because I'm moving mad. Do you understand? I'm in Tesco trying to enjoy my day. Broski's box office.
Went out shopping. Didn't just hopped in the car, quick thing. I know you real dads know about that. Sometimes you just jump in the car, go and do your thing, don't wash your face and nothing. I've been in the house all day, I've been cooling.
I said he was.
You get me?
I said he was scaring the grannies, bruv.
And this is the news I get. When first time I look at my phone today, this is the news I see. Morgan Rodgers, Arsenal's main target, is going to fucking Chelsea. Chelsea Football Club. These man better have a plan. These man better know what the fuck they're doing, bro. You get me? Because this is the thing now. We can't get into a bidding war. Yeah?
Just one thing, I want to respect the super chats quickly. Carl B, I know you're an op, but I appreciate the donations. He said, I didn't want him in the first place. I want Barcola, and then said Barcola again. Ain't Barcola the same fee, though? If it's a preference, I mean, fair enough. I can't knock you if that's your genuine preference. But ain't he around the same fee? I swear PSG are asking for the same amount. Let me know, bro. And big up to Fuzzbrain too, man. Big up to Carl B as well. Saying, do these Arsenal fans know? Potch out. Hey, they're going to be Arteta out again if you give him a couple months, man. If they don't win the league, they'll switch on him again. Or when they don't win the league.
We cannot get into a bidding war. They wanted 130 million, yeah? And Chelsea have got it for 116 million. So what are these men going to do? Are they going to go and pay more money for the player? Are they going to offer more money than Chelsea? Are we going to turn it into a bidding war? I think it's done.
No, it is done. The medical's tomorrow, bro. Morgan Rodgers already said he's joining the gargantuan, superior, incredible, and inevitable Blues, bro. It's done.
We need to look at other targets. Who is out there to play on the left-hand side? Capable, yeah? We need someone to come in and be better than what we already have, yeah? We've got rid of our best winger. Our best left winger has just been sold to Besiktas, yeah? It's not like Leo's still here. Martinelli's still here, blood, yeah? Not Trossard. This ain't Martinelli that plays for Brazil. Yeah? Martinelli that plays for
Martinelli
Brazil
defense
and
league,
Martinelli
mate.
that plays for Arsenal are two different Martinellis, bro. The Martinelli that plays for Brazil is actually Brazilian. The Martinelli that plays for Arsenal is fucking Peruvian, blood. Yeah? He's Peruvian, mate. Do you understand? We are in problems, bro. We are in problems, bro. I'm not going to lie to you lot. We are in problems, blood. Because...
Hey, but you, man, are the Premier League champions. I've seen a lot of Arsenal fans say that we don't care. We're Premier League champions. And I like that as well, by the way. You keep saying that because the one thing you want a Premier League champion to do is to rest on their laurels. Trust me, I've seen us do it all the fucking time. The one thing you want them to do, rest on your laurels. Sit back. Ain't got to do anything. We're Prem champions. I ain't got to buy no one. We're Prem champions. We're just going to go win it again. Just going to go do it again. We had that mindset the last couple times we won the Premier League. You know what happened? We didn't win the next one. So, hey, keep doing that, man. Keep doing that. Carby says just pay the money. I don't care how much he costs. I'm with you on that. I know we paid a lot for Morgan Rogers. I don't care. This is the first time in ages where it's actually a transfer that I know and I rate. Before it was fucking Garnacho. I knew him and I didn't rate the prick. The rest of them I'd either not watched enough or already didn't rate. And João Pedro. Shout out JP. I thought that was going to be a good move. Not to the GNA level he's done now, but I thought he'd do well for us anyway. Big up to Mr. Flex saying another season of Arsenal delusion. Bro, yeah, you just got to be used to it. I just hate that we all allowed Arsenal to just be right for a season. Fuming. Big up Don, bruv, and simultaneously hold that, mate.
We already know the situation with Saka. Yeah. Madueke is not good enough. Yeah. Rice is hanging on by a thread. Saliba needs surgery. Timber's injured. Ben White's
injured. As of now, second.
Notice how every celebrity, and I mean every single one.
Take the ad revenue, bro. I don't even mind none of that. Take the ad rev.
What's going on? What is going on? What is going on at Arsenal Football Club? This is not the win.
I haven't watched that yet. I've heard a lot of people talk about this one. I have not watched this one yet. Yeah, sorry. I was going to ask what you man wanted to see next. I got to take the pick this time. I've wanted to watch this. I ain't had a chance yet. Because apparently he went on a brazy crasher. I ain't seen none of this.
28, I can at least negotiate. We've pissed off Villa to the point they don't even want to negotiate with us. So I imagine we've gone in with something around 65, 70 or 80
my
or
people
85.
got to get their ad revenue. I can't block their fucking bread. I can't do that.
Or something like that. And they've gone, no thanks. Chelsea have gone, we'll come in and we'll bid like we always do and we'll get the player. Now, I don't know. I'm trying to read between lines, but something has gone fucking wrong here, Lee. For him to have chosen Chelsea over Arsenal when they're out of Europe, 1 game a week, finishing 9th. We've just won the league, got to a Champions League final, apparently agreed personal terms with him, and he's chosen Chelsea over Arsenal. How the hell does this happen? And are these sources just making a load of shit up? Because I don't know what the hell's gone on here, but something's gone ski whiff, bruv.
All these people that you
he's already grinding his teeth. He ain't even spoken yet.
Ski whiff, bruv.
All these people that you listen to on this Twitter, all of them, that's every single one of them, right? And of this fucking whatever, all of them, right? Don't know. I've said every single one.
I said hand to whatever, bruv. That was too hot to even do the slander name. It's hand job, bruv.
Rodgers has agreed to go to Arsenal. He only wants Arsenal. That's what I've been reading, right? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right? Doesn't matter if Chelsea come in for a job for it, like, yeah. Chelsea come in for him. Doesn't matter, does it, according to all these in the knows, because he's only going to Arsenal. What's a load of old crap? What about a load of old crap? So I don't know what's gone on, Dan. This is why I don't listen to this shit, and I don't want it like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've got people going, oh, it's all right if we'd have got him for 85 million. It's all right if we got him for 100, but 117 is too much. If that's what you want, then. 17 million's nothing in this world no more, like, you know what I mean? Like 100.
Especially if you're the Premier League champions and you just got all that Premier League payoff and all the payoff from making it all the way to the Champions League final and more Champions League football and all of that shit.
I said months ago that 110 million will get you Morgan Rogers. Not 85, not 65, not 75, 110 minimum, right? 117 it's come at the end of the day for a club that's not even in Europe has gone and paid that. Now, at the end of the day, do Arsenal really want him? I don't know. This is why I don't go and get myself all...
No, they did. They did. We've just seen, and Troops has even said it before on Back Again, Arsenal's strategy is always to try and get the transfer fee lowered. They did that with fucking Gyökeres, for example. There's probably a few other, but I can't remember off the top of my head. They usually try and like get the price tag lowered, and they thought they could do it again. Nah, man.
Messed up over all this sort of stuff, like, you know what I mean? Oh, they ain't going to get this, ain't going to do this, not going to get that, right? Oh, we ain't going to get that, like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you that now. Bruno Grimanes will with you, like it or not. It's £70 million minimum, 80. Either do the deal or you don't. Right? Morgan Rogers the same. But all of these idiots telling you it's been agreed and this has been agreed, it's not. Nothing ever is agreed. You know what I mean? Morgan Rogers only wants Arsenal. Right? At the end of the day, it's a load of old crap, Dan. And I've never listened to it. I'm not bothered by it, like, you know what I mean? Like, because if he only wanted Arsenal, why has he now gone to Chelsea? Because 117...
Cook. Because at least Simon Phillips said that Rodgers never once said no to Chelsea. All we heard was that, like, Arsenal were ahead in negotiations, and then Arsenal pissed off Rodgers and Villa by dragging their feet. Rodgers was tired of waiting. Villa were pissed off with the fact that you went player to player before speaking to the club. And then we came in with a quick offer and got it done in 24 hours because we ain't wasting time this summer.
Million has been only wanted Arsenal. Why has he now gone to Chelsea? Because 117 million has been accepted. Fine. Right? But you don't want to go there, do you? Because every other idiot on there has told you that he's not going there. So 117 million, he ain't going there. Right? He's not going to Chelsea because he's only wanted Arsenal. And we've listened to it.
That's the Caicedo thing we were talking about earlier, chat. If he only wanted Arsenal, he would have said, Chelsea, thank you, but no thank you. I'll wait for Arsenal. Aye. Big up Judo Gnome as well, man. God bless you for your generosity, man. I never, ever take it for granted. Thank you so much for the 20 bag. Do the deal. Do the deal. Big up Lewis, my G. Hope the family is doing well, my brother. My family's doing brilliantly, man. My cousin's getting married in a month or two. Stag do was fucking brilliant. Family's lovely, man. I hope the best for you and your family. I hope they're all doing well. I hope you're living a good life. And I hope you're enjoying your weekend as well. And you're looking forward to the World Cup final. Chat, we will be live for the final as well. I'm going to redirect over once this is done. But we ain't done for a while yet. We still got a lot of clips to go through. Big up Judo Gnome, though. God bless you, my G. And yeah, big up to you and have a lovely weekend, bro.
All the time, everybody listening to it. This is what I'm fed up with this transfer, with whatever rumours and whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, Arsenal I've seen on Sky Sports, Arsenal's #1 target.
Need anything from Tesco?
Fucking long ad break still. Well, while we're getting through this ad, you, man, hit the likes and subscribe, please, if you ain't done so already. This is the first time in ages where I'm like actively looking forward to doing Chelsea streams. It's been so fucking depressing this year. Come on, hurry it up, hurry it up. Get your bag, get your bag. Let's go. Let's go.
And it's just now like he's gone to Chelsea. Listen, he's one of my favourite players. I've always liked him. You know that, like, you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? Yes, I would have paid £117 million for him. Do you know why? It's not my money. And I've got idiots turning around now and saying, oh, he's not really worth that. Oh, we've gone for somebody else. We're going for somebody else now, like, you know what I mean? We better go for this or we better go for that. I don't care. Right? All I've seen over the last few weeks is teams like Tottenham and Chelsea are not in Europe and are prepared to pay, Dan. Right? And I'm not worried about what, like, you know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, none of this we shouldn't be affected with.
Okay, so that was the crash out the man that we're on about. Oh, okay.
Last few weeks is teams like Tottenham and Chelsea are not in Europe and are prepared to pay, Dan. Right? And I'm not worried about what, like, you know what I mean? Look, at the end of the day, none of this we shouldn't be affected with. Don't worry about Berta. Don't worry about anybody else. It's what you're being fed. You're being fed shit week in, week out by the hand of wank and the fucking whatever. Right? None of them know. None of
I heard the what, bruv? Oh, dear, mate.
Fed shit week in, week out by the hand of wank and the fucking whatever. Right? None of them know. None of them know. What's this about? When has Mikel Arteta had face-to-face talks with Morgan Rogers? Has he sneaked over to America or something? Rubbish, Dan. Why are you listening to all that crap? At the end of the day, wait and see what happens at the end of it and see who Arsenal have got, right? And I'm never, ever going to worry about what I read on Twitter and the handles and whatever. It's when that shirt goes up in their hand and that's when you know, right? Even on Sky, they're saying this and all that, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm really wound up because I really like Rodgers. And
Big up Lee Judges and Potts, man. This is from the heart, man.
that's what I'm really annoyed about it. I am annoyed about it. I've had a few beers, I've just got in. I'm annoyed because at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? I've read things up.
Man said the drinks got to his head too. All right, long night.
Not for sale and all that. Everyone is for sale, Dan. Right? Don't you ever kid yourself that he's not for sale. Bruno is not for sale, I keep saying, like. He is for sale at the right price. And I'm sorry, if you want to get good players away from their best players away from this club, you are not going to pay under the odds. You are going to pay over the odds. So when you've got idiots telling you, oh, he's not, oh, they paid 100 million, but not 170, you are not getting them. You are not getting Saliba for £80 million, Dan. You might get him for 120, but you're not getting him for 80 million.
Facts.
And that's as simple as that, like, you know what I mean? You know, you might get a bargain here and there, like, you know what I mean, along the line. Top players. The best player at Aston Villa is Morgan Rogers. He has now gone to Chelsea for 110 million, right? Tonali is not the best player at Newcastle, but value for money, like age and all that, has gone to Spurs for 110 or 100 million. They've got someone that's been relegated from West Ham. They've got for 85 million, right? So why?
Lovely crash up.
No one knows if Arsenal been dicking around with the price and all that. If you're believing what these people are saying, they're dicking around with the price. Well, you're believing that the deal's been done and it hasn't. Don't believe a word these idiots say because they don't know, Dan. They do not know. There's proof in the pudding now that they don't know. Because all of them have been saying that Rodgers only wants Arsenal. You are now...
Speaking of, I need to see if Bab's got a response.
...going to see him with a Chelsea shirt on. So every single one of them don't know what they're on about. So when you turn around and go, oh, they're this and this and this and that, don't listen to it. Please do not listen to these people because they do not have a clue, right? I don't know where they get it from. I don't know how they get it, but it's not got a clue.
Bab's video,
right,
lovely chat.
Chelsea, and at the end of the day, if he wants to go Chelsea, what? You know, we don't know what's been going on. If Arsenal come in now, go, here's 170 million. If they've agreed a deal with Chelsea for 170, Arsenal can match that now, right? That's the deal now. You can skate with that deal. Don't matter when people go, well, it's done. I heard that a deal was done for Eze with Tottenham, and Tottenham and Arsenal matched it, didn't they, and finished it. So Arsenal, can they do this now and whatever, like, you know what I mean? Now, at the end of the day, if Arsenal let this go, that means to me that Arsenal don't want him, Dan. That's what it looks to me like. You know, let him go if they don't want him. If Arsenal want...
It's not about whether he wants him or not. It's over. He agreed with Chelsea. That's it. There's not a question about where Rodgers is going to go, what his decision will be. The decision was made like that because we move fast, brother.
Rodgers, they will get Rodgers now, like, you know what I mean? Because there's the deal, 117 million, right? It's now whether Arsenal want to prepare to pay that. Obviously, they don't. Obviously, they don't.
Well, look, for the last... That was nearly 10 minutes straight. Fair fucks, man.
Month, 2 months, Romano, Ornstein, hand of Arsenal, all reliable sources have said that he wants Arsenal. He's coming to Arsenal then, isn't he? According to Ornstein now, he's flip-flopped and said that Chelsea, they want him. And now we start to see everyone talking about how, it's Arsenal now, there's been negotiations that have gone wrong. How are negotiations going wrong here? Like, we're supposed to have Berta, who's supposed to be cooking, who's supposed to be the one of the best in the...
Because Arteta went for face-to-face talks. Villa did not like the talks and the gap in valuation as well. That was it. Simon Phillips said near enough the same thing too, man. The two different sources saying near enough the same thing. What was the direct quote from him? Chelsea sensed a chance to get in on Rodgers over Arsenal because the latter were dithering around with the Rodgers deal and also looking into other targets. This frustrated Rodgers, who was always open to either club. No Champions League football had Rodgers doubting the move, but Alonso getting involved helped to convince him massively. And he was our number one target.
So if he goes in there and we don't come out with Morgan Rodgers, what's happened now? And apparently they're making out like it's Mikel Arteta has got nothing to do with this here. He's really upset. He wanted Rodgers. He's wanted him for months. I agree with you. It's bollocks. How's he had a face-to-face talk? Has he flew over to America then? Or where he's been with England? When has he had this face-to-face? I don't get it. When's he had this face-to-face stuff? Honestly, mate, I don't understand it personally. I don't understand it at all. I don't know what's gone wrong. And I don't even understand why he's gone to Chelsea, Lee. Why has he chosen Chelsea?
World champions.
Why?
Well, he hasn't got a choice, Dan. This moment, as it stands, there's only Chelsea that have agreed to it. So you know what I mean? Like it's all right saying you want to go to Arsenal. If they're not going to pay you, you know what I mean? That's it. And at the end of the day, Villa, I don't know, right? At the end of the day, Villa, I don't. Listen, you know. He's had faith. Let's go like they've had everything. Let's agree with everything that's been said, right? Aston Villa, right? Arsenal have said, right, we want you, yeah? Okay, right? We want you, yeah? Okay, right, go and negotiate. Everything that they've been saying has been done, right? Arsenal have come in for him, maybe offered 90 million. I don't know, 90 million. We're not going no higher, right? Aston Villa have come, Chelsea have come and said, we'll accept that. They then go to Morgan Rodgers and say, sorry, Arsenal are only offering 90 million. Chelsea are offering 117 million. We're taking that. Up to you what you do, like. You know what I mean? Like, but Arsenal are not going to come anymore. So if he turns that down, Dan, right, Arsenal ain't still, they're not going to turn around and go, all right, we give you him for 90 million now. They're not going to. The deal's there. Take it or leave it, Morgan, right? That's your choice now, right? That's it. So I don't blame the player. He ain't got nothing else. What can he do? He either goes for Chelsea or he stays where he is. It's gone.
There's another one. I respect it still. That one's got another fucking 10 minutes into it. I think we got the majority of it. Let me go for a few more of these super chats before we go into the next few clips. Big up Lachlan saying, imagine finally winning the Premier League and between Gabriel's pen and now this, you man are still a fucking meme, bro. Hey. You got till the rest of the summer to change that, but right now you are still getting laughed at as Premier League champions. It's dark, bruv. And you didn't even get a lot of time to celebrate that because we went straight into World Cup mode and stopped listening. Big up CNAC, my G. All hail the king of receipts. God bless you, brother. It's been a long summer, but X and YouTube the last 24 hours has fed me like a poor Argentine kid being handed what? Fucking hell, mate. Yo, big up CNAC, man. Crazy. Yo, love for the donation though, man. Big up, bro. Big up to Boller as well, man. I need my predictions here. An exclusive hijack again by David Ornstein. Bruno G to Chelsea. I want Enzo and Gusto to leave. Get the fuck out. Gusto, I hear it. Enzo, look, I'd rather keep him. Like, it's if you go and we get the money that we want for, then it is what it is. But I don't really want him to go. And I'm looking at the way this year's panning out for Enzo Fernandez from a football perspective. I'm thinking, yeah, I don't know if it's the right time to let go, man. If we get the money, you don't want to be here, go. Fine. But I don't think we're getting that money. So I guess you're going to have to stay here, and that's fine by me. That is absolutely fine by me. Who to next, guys? I'll throw it to you lot again. We got a ton of clips to go through, but who to next? Well, while you guys say, I'll just play a short for now. We'll run through a little short. Shout out to Paz. Big up, man, and hold that.
Closer or opposer. You had one job. I kept hearing after the World Cup, we're going to get a pattern. Just wait till after the World Cup. Morgan Rodgers is still at the World Cup. My man is playing today and he's getting signed. Literally on the pitch in an hour and a half. But men are telling me we need to wait till after the World Cup. Bruno right now is not at the World Cup. Makola and the rest of the French teams will ask him to have a night out Miami. That guy's free for negotiation. Why are you taking so long getting your guaranteed by a man that finished 10th? Are you a closer or a poser?
You might want to. We'll do the DG
You
shot
had
and then
one
target.
job. I kept hearing after the World Cup we're gonna get it patterned. Wait till after the World Cup. Morgan Rogers is still at the World Cup. My man is playing today and he's getting signed. He's literally on the pitch in an hour and a half. But man are telling me we need to wait till after the World Cup. Bruno right now is not at the World Cup. He's in Miami in a strip club somewhere. Makola and the rest of the French teams will ask him to have a night out Miami. That guy's free for negotiation. Why are you taking so long getting your guaranteed by a man that finished 10th?
Big up Paz, man, but I needed that crash out, bruv. I needed that. Because he's very good at like doing the wind-up thing on YouTube. Very good. Make sure you guys are subbed to him as well, man. Really good content over there. But the last two deluded Gooner shorts. Let's get into it.
Big up hand of Arsenal. If it's not him, Romano, or David Ornstein, I'm not listening. Arsenal and Aston Villa are engaging in club-to-club talks for the transfer.
Saliba picked up a...
Big up hand of Arsenal. If it's not him, Romano, or David Ornstein, I'm not listening. Arsenal and Aston Villa are engaging in club-to-club talks for the transfer of Morgan Rogers. Senior members from both clubs are in direct contact. Personal terms are no issue. Agree the fee, bring him to the Emirates, bring me Magalhaes, and keep doing what we need to do, Arsenal. We got a Premier League title to defend. Everyone was crying, oh my God, we're not signing no one. Well, look at what they're doing. Just tranquilo, brother.
Tranquilo.
Big up hand of
Tranquilo before and
Hey,
after.
I'm chilling off in German's life, yeah? I thought the Rogers thing was patted. Rogers snake the thing. I always say, don't get excited until medicals, bids agreed, the dream is free, the house is sold separately. Hey, Rogers is shit anyways, man. Fuck it, man. Hey, better right. Hey, I'm chilling off.
What do you mean I always told you, man, don't get excited?
Big up hand of Arsenal. If it's not him, Romano, or David Ornstein, I'm not listening. Arsenal and Aston Villa are engaging in club-to-club talks for the transfer of Morgan Rogers. Senior members from both clubs are in direct contact. Personal terms are no issue. Agree the fee, bring him to the Emirates, bring me Magalhaes, and keep doing what we need to do, Arsenal. We got a Premier League title to defend. Everyone was crying, oh my God, we're not signing no one. Well, look at what they're doing. Just tranquilo, brother.
I said went from tranquilo to tranquilizer, bro. That is dark, man. That is fucking dark. Big up Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. Big up, man. It's been a while since I've joined the stream. Hope you're doing good, bro. On God, I'm tired of fuck all seasons. This season better be ours after that Crystal Palace centre-back joins us. Up the Chelsea and fuck Arsenal. I'm not saying anything until the window's done, but hey, I'm getting a little bit of a good feeling. A little bit of a good feeling. Let's let the window play out, though. I'm now at a point, because of how this transfer's just blown up out of nowhere, that I'll let the window play out now. A few weeks ago, I was just cussing anything that like wasn't confirmed because nothing's moving. You're showing me that you can do the move in silence thing. Cool. I'll let you move in silence now because I needed you to show me. You're showing me now. Lovely. Lovely. Now, let's see what Turkish is showing us. Fucking hell, he already looks distressed. Fucking hell.
What is going on? I'm ill, people. I've just woken up from a midday nap. A couple hours needed it. Flying away Cyprus Tuesday morning, so I'm trying to shake this off before then. But I'm waking up to see Matisse going mad on his channel. I'm waking up to see Lewis say food chain on X. I'm thinking, what the hell's happened? Chelsea fans going mad. Firstly, embarrassing. But secondly, Arsenal. Why do we always act like this? We're back at the top, Premier League champions. And we're still in the market like we're top 4 contenders. If you want a player, go get the player. Make the bid. Too many times we hear from the journalists around us.
This is my point about the Morgan Rogers overpaying thing. I don't care. You want the player, go get the fucking player. And I'll deal with it later. I've had 2 years of horrible recruitment. I just don't care anymore. Just get me somebody I rate.
Personal terms are not a problem. Personal terms agreed. Now these same journalists are saying Morgan Rogers picked Chelsea. Which one is it? Is it that we didn't want to go that high in the fee? Or is it that
Matisse had a good reaction? Calm, we can get to that later.
If that is the case, then that is a problem that he needs to face in years to come. Because going to Chelsea right now,
Big up to Chelsea as well for the donation, man. Bless up to you every single time, bro. Big up to all the chat in here.
Be for Palmer.
Big up, my
G.
G.
Bench thing that they want to do this whole thing
Even
together. Maybe I don't know why, but it could be that. I can only talk about us. Nah, did I want Rodgers like that? It was a bit of a confusing one for me, considering I look at Eze as the one that can play on the left, but prefers the more central areas. I feel like that Rodgers profile is pretty similar, but more in a physical way from Rodgers, maybe more equipped physically. But essentially, it's the same profile of player. So I always
saying Eze was a waste if you get Rodgers.
I thought to myself, hold on, this is a market, this is a transfer window where we need an out-and-out winger. So on Rodgers himself, I'm not really too fussed about losing out on Rodgers. And Chelsea fans can go as mad as they want to go. It reminds me of when they signed Mudryk. I'm not saying Morgan Rodgers is Mudryk.
I'll say he's not that mad. Is that 24 minutes and 56 seconds on Morgan Rodgers signing for Chelsea? But he's not that mad. Man.
They want to go. It reminds me of when they signed Mudryk. I'm not saying Morgan Rodgers is Mudryk. I actually like Morgan Rodgers quite a lot as a player. I just feel it's not the profile we are in need of or we're missing when you look at, what we lacked last season and the season before that, to be honest. But if Arteta wanted him, if we wanted him, then go get him. Far too often this club we dally, and we either miss out or move on to another target. That always bodes the question, who did Arteta want, him or him? Is it better, lowballing, eggs in different baskets? This is the Arsenal way, people. Let's get this straight. We can put it on better, fair enough, like people put it on Edu, like people put it on Raul Sanley before that, like people put it on the whatever you call them for multiple years in the Emirates era. But the reality is, what is the constant? The constant is it's Arsenal, and the constant is it's these owners. Now, I'm not going to try and make this a Kroenke out thing, an ownership thing. We are Premier League champions. They stuck by Mikel, spent a lot of money, and we got the job done. But when you're at the top,
what portion size do I use? Here we have
more ad revenue. Go get it, Turkish. Go get it, mate. Speaking of, just before we keep going, big up to Sultan saying, big up Lewis. I see Palmer leaving now since Morgan Rodgers joined. Nah, bro, not a chance. They're going to play together. And furthermore, if Palmer's playing like crap, you can now be replaced, mate. Or you can now be benched. But no, the plan absolutely is not to get rid of Morgan Rodgers. I will go a different direction in this and say there's a certain bum who's only here at the club because he's Cole Palmer's friend. And now with Morgan Rodgers coming through, you, sir, have outlived the little minute crumbles of relevance that you had for us. You are now completely obsolete if you weren't already obsolete. Now we already got a friend for Palmer. You can go now. You didn't even. You could have gone last year, but you can go now. You can go now, mate. Big up, man. Thank you for. You can go now. You can go.
Of English football, you should be at the top of the food chain. Now we've got Chelsea fans acting up. We've allowed that to happen. Either you want him or you
I've got a new friend now, guys.
Or pull out and on to the next one. Like I said, it's not about Rodgers per se. It's about the way we move. Like we wanted Monga. It looked like it was certain to happen. Even Hand of Arsenal was saying it's going to happen. Lo and behold, a few weeks later, gazumped.
Tossing, yeah.
Head top slapped. Man City, Maresca played a big part. Oh, shit. Now it's Xabi Alonso played a big part. Honestly, if Rodgers picked Chelsea, he's a...
Because I'm sure they would much rather play for Maresca and for fucking Xabi Alonso than fucking Dictator.
Schmuck. As big a schmuck as Tobes and Matisse were last season. Head top slapped. Man City, Maresca played a big part. Oh, shit. Now it's Xabi Alonso played a big part. Honestly, if Rodgers picked Chelsea, he's a schmuck. As big a schmuck as Tobes and Matisse were last.
I'm not that mad about this, guys. I'm not that mad. Fucking 3 minutes into my 25-minute video, guys.
Chelsea, he's a schmuck. As big a schmuck as Tobes and Matisse were last season. Or are right now.
Second super.
Because why would you pick Chelsea?
Oh. Oh, because Blue Coat always fuck up. No, but Palmer's already been like well sourced as untouchable. Don't Sultan, you're my guy, brother. Don't make scenarios up for yourself to be annoyed about, because I think that's what you're doing. You're subconsciously doing that to yourself. Don't do it, bro. There's nothing saying that we're trying to sell Palmer or that he's up for sale or anything like that. Don't put a scenario in your head that's gonna annoy you. We're in such a good place. Don't do it, bro. Trust me, man. We've all been there before. This ain't the time, brother. But big up. God, bless for the donation every single time, man. God bless.
That's what the reporters are reporting. Ornstein, Ben Jacobs, all have included a little note. Rodgers picked Chelsea, Xabi Alonso, key part to play. Oh, really, is it?
Man said dictator is crazy work. It's because there's a bit of truth to it, bro. Big up CNAC, man.
Oh, okay. This club doesn't know how to flex. We don't know how to flex. We don't know how to act at the top.
Saeed!
Or we don't want to act how we should
Big
be
up,
acting at the
Saeed.
top. It's one or the other.
Sub
You know,
to
I can't even
Saeed's
look at
channel
Bertie for
chat,
this because
please.
He's been at the highest level of football. He's been involved in some of the biggest transfers of the last 5-10 years, financially and brand name wise. You know, bigger transfers than Arsenal have managed over the last 5, 10, 15 years, right? So he's comfortable in that market. He's comfortable in those surroundings.
Man said upgrade with Barcola. Half your fan base don't even rate Barcola. Half your fan base want to actively avoid Barcola.
This because
and furthermore, it looks more likely he's going to Liverpool than you lot anyway.
We brought him in because he comes with that much needed experience. But you're dilly-dallying for Monga. You're dilly-dallying for Morgan Rodgers. These aren't world beaters. One's a young man that might be starting in 5 years. And the other's a very good attacking midfielder at Aston Villa. These are players that if you want, you just go get. Instead, we're flirting. Monga here, Bruno Guimaraes there. Is it Barcola? Is it Rodgers? What's going on? It's quite obvious what Arsenal need. A left winger, out-and-out left winger. Listen, we shouldn't have sold Trossard. We just shouldn't have sold Trossard. That was silly because it's not the Trossard profile of winger we need. Trossard was doing his job as that profile of winger, which is not an out-and-out winger, which is not an old-school type of winger. It's someone you can put out on the wing. He'll creep into central areas. He can pop up with a goal, a shimmy here, a shimmy there, a moment of magic. That's what Trossard was. Replacing that isn't what we needed to do. We need to do it now because we've made that move to sell him. What we needed to do was replace the Martinelli profile of winger. Instead, we've got Martinelli now. We haven't got the Trossard moment / central type winger player.
No. You got Tozalitis, mate. You got like 40 GA in the Belgian league. That's great because he joined Arsenal. If he joined us, we'd be told that he only scored against Belgian farmers and no-name teams. But hey, you got Tozalitis, bro.
And now we've been bent over. Well, you could call it that.
I've seen plenty of power banks over my 15 years of reviewing.
Oh, of course I got a power bank adder. Yeah, of course. If it makes sense. Come! Let's fucking go. Go on, man.
Because Chelsea have gone and thrown the bag at it. Is Rodgers worth 100? Of course he's not worth 117. If we went and bid 117 for Rodgers, the internet would be going mad saying, look at these lot. Ruining football. Look at these lot. Spending 117 on this guy. Can't even start a game for England, even though he started in the semi-final. But you know what I mean. That's what the narrative would have been. 117 M's? No. Now, listen, I think you look a couple of weeks ago, if we actually made a bid, if we actually go in with the intent to sign the player, and that's not going in, talking to intermediaries and getting personal terms agreed. That's going in with the intent. Talk to him, but make that bid. I'm tired of seeing no club-to-club contact. What the fuck are these men doing day to day? Berta's job is club-to-club contact.
It's because they don't want to look like they've been rejected, so they speak to the player first. The problem is, when you speak to the player first without the club's permission, you kind of piss off that club a little bit. And then that kind of puts you a step back in the negotiations. But hey.
His job becomes so much more important in the transfer window. Why? Because it's time to act on the research you've been doing throughout the season. On the scouting you've been doing throughout the season. So when the transfer window opens, it's about attacking the market. Even Julian Alvarez, we're having a laugh. We're having an absolute laugh. I've had a laugh.
Yo, don't even utter the name of Alvarez. If like, bro, you couldn't even rise up Morgan Rogers, man. You want to talk about Alvarez? All right, man.
Because if you want him, you go bid. What did Barca do? Barca wanted him. Barca went, ruffled feathers. I believe they made a bid, but if not, they ruffled feathers that Liverpool did last year with HIJACK. When you're a big club, when you're at the top of the food chain in terms of
Big up
English
Jesters.
football
I've seen this, but Garnacho's already blocking the Villa move because he wants Roma, apparently. Jackson could happen. Villa have always had interest in Jackson, so I could see that.
To the
Big
last
up
stages
Jesters,
of the
though, man.
Champions League. You go in, you get, and you leave. We don't do that. We dilly-dally. How can personal terms be agreed for a week, but no club-to-club contact? That's why these schmuck journalists, I don't listen to them either, because if you read between the lines, it's always some bullshit. Personal terms agreed. No club-to-club contact. So fuck the personal terms then. That's like me walking into a shop, looking at a can of drink and saying, yeah, this can wants me.
No, but I do think that was the truth, though. They had personal terms agreed or a non-issue. Then you just dragged your feet with the club and pissed both sides off.
This can really wants me on a hot day. I can see it once. I can't take that can out without going to the shopkeeper, the manager, and paying the money I need to pay. It doesn't matter how that can's looking at me. It doesn't matter how much I want that can. There's no business to be done until I go to the shopkeeper, boss man,
Big
and
up
say how much, put the money down, and take it at the shop. Then it's mine. Then I enjoy. I don't go into shops and agree personal terms with a can of drink or a packet of crisps or a chocolate bar. I don't go into a restaurant. What? Why are we like
Yeah,
this?
Jesters, I heard that too, brother.
And I know there's going to be a lot
Same
of
iron.
So download Proton VPN. The QR code's been there. I ain't even going to get into that too much. You already know what it is. Protect yourself, data, privacy, security, VPN necessary, whether it's protecting yourself, which it does, or whether it's opening the World Cup ends, right? You can't do that. Forget Anderson. That wasn't real. Forget this bid from... That's not real. Oh, yeah, England are out, so it's a bit different. It's only us and our fans that make excuses for the way this club moves. Again, I'll go back to the end of last season. Arteta was asked in a press conference.
All right, we've got less
you're
salty
back at the top.
Turkish
Essentially, we were second again, but you're back challenging. You're on the cusp of greatness, winning the league, or, dare I say, European champions. How are you going to move in? I can't remember word for word the question, but it was about Rodrigo. It was about going for top stars.
Mate, Jesters, that would let me leave Enzo.
We went and signed Madueke. We wanted Madueke that much that we just went. No one wanted Madueke. Nobody wanted Madueke, but we went and rushed that one.
Yeah, because it was easy. You gave us 50 million off the bat. And Noni couldn't wait to leave once he watched Esteban play against us. He watched that one Palmeiras game in the Club World Cup and said, yeah, look, my time here's done. I ain't getting fuck all minutes if this is what I got to deal with on the right side. I'm out.
But then when it comes to a Rodgers, or when it comes to Eze, let's use Eze last year, because if it wasn't for that Havertz injury, we might have never got Eze. We might never have got Eze. So ask yourselves, why did it take
DR Sports is loaded.
Why did it take so long? Why did Tottenham really get over the line with him before we actually pulled our finger out and got the business done? Because if that's what Arteta wants,
I still think Bruno stays anyway.
Surely you go and get it, especially at that price. That wasn't 100 mil, 120 mil. But then 12 months later, top target, priority target, no club-to-club contact. Brother, it's 18th of July. The Premier League kicks off in 4 weeks, 4.5 weeks. And you're telling me there's no club-to-club contact. We've signed a Greek international from fucking Belgium.
Not even that. Like, Saliba out for 5 months. Saka needs a long break. Rice needs a long break. It's a bit dark, man.
We're taking the piss again. How can you... When you look at the attack, Trossard was one of the few, and I say few, it's not even a handful. It's less than a handful. The few I can hold like this. Fingerful. He was one of them doing what he should be doing, but now we get rid of him, and then we've got a bigger hole to fill now. So Zolis might fill in for Trossard. I don't know. Looks good in some vids. In some vids, looks like he lacks a bit of pace. Might not do too well in the Premier League because of it. But who knows until we actually see it on the ground. But that's a top 4 signing. I'm looking around and I'm thinking, all right, when a club is vying for the biggest honours, how are they moving? We're signing players and being linked to players that essentially we could sign and we could be linked to when it's a top 4 battle, when we were challenging to be Champions League contenders.
Hold on.
And the proof's in the pudding, because Chelsea, who are nowhere near a league title, nowhere near Europe at this moment in time.
For now.
They've gone and done what they've just done.
My friend thought this was a regular nail polish, but it's
Oh,
actually
another
skincare for your
fucking
nails with a
ad.
glossy finish. This
Oh, and there's something I'm
Oh,
trying to
mate.
find quick.
I always said I need to see these owners when we're back at the top, because that's when they bought us. They bought us at the top of English football. We were not long gone champions. We were not long gone Champions League finalists. That's when the Kroenkes first showed interest and first swooped in and got their initial percentages up. 15, 20 years later, that percentage rose to the point where it's now
What's
wholeheartedly
the fucking
KSC's
nail ads?
club
What fucking nails are
in a business
dusty,
sense.
bro? The fuck?
And we're finally back at the top. So all of that work, be excited, 2019, it's taken a little while, but we reset that. We're champions now. This ain't how champions move. This ain't how champions
Don't
act.
worry, you're champions. You just go win it again,
This ain't
mate.
the name champions leave. Champions
Chelsea
move,
fans, why are you rattled, bro?
move proper, rugged.
Why are you rattled, bro? Is it because just a month ago, why the hell would Rodgers go to you, dusty cheats? That would be a step back in his career. London is what? Aye, all mad, mate, all mad. Love for the donation, though. That said, it isn't about Rodgers. It's about how shit Arsenal move at times in transfer windows. I don't understand Turkish troops crying Rodgers isn't a winger. But you've probably just explained why. It's a #1 target, and you lot have moved like shit. That's why they're angry. You've just explained it, brother. But big up, man, and simultaneously hold that, bro. Big up to Sultan saying no scenario. I just need 2 centre-backs and a goalkeeper and a left-back, and I need a lot of players out. I don't think we're going to do the goalkeeper. 2 centre-backs, maybe. And I said I need a lot of players out. I just God willing on that one too. I'm not giving Blueco leeway for the past 5 years of shit. I agree with you on that. But it would just be disingenuous for me to not give them credit on this one. Like, if we criticize them a lot, still got a lot of side eyes on them. But you've made a really good move, Fez. And, like, you showed intent that I didn't think you had in you anymore. Nice. Now I'm going to be a lot calmer throughout the rest of this window because you've at least shown me something now. Just, please, more like this, please. Big up Blank saying, yo, Turkish, Money Mace and Garnacho right there. Yeah, you see, you need a left winger, man. We got a left winger, and it is that time of the year where you do deals with your world champions, mate. So let's get to work. But hey, chat, who do you man want to watch next? Again, I'm going to dash a little short in while you guys say who you want next in the Dutch pot. Because we still got another hour left to go before I need to leave. Big up Mally, bro. I want to hear what you got to say, mate.
I'll be real. After today, us being champions doesn't really mean anything right now.
Huh?
Because we have Rodgers.
Whoa. Back. Let's go back.
I'll be real. After today, us being champions doesn't really mean anything right now. Because we have Rodgers choosing Chelsea over Arsenal. I know people might come to me and say, but Arsenal just didn't want to pay the money, he would have joined. Listen, apparently it was always Chelsea, they said. That's what I'm seeing online from the ITKs. He always wanted Chelsea, apparently. We need someone on the left-hand side. He was that guy, proven, good season. Can play in the 10. Can play in the 8 if we need him to.
Ones here.
But we did.
Rivals will do later in the show. We need the Arsenal tiers. We need to do that first.
Why are we being stingy? This is the window. We're gonna be overpaying for everyone. Look at Tottenham. 100 M's for Tonali. 85 mil for Fernandes. We're the champs.
we're going to be overpaying. I don't know why we're trying to do this shrewd signing thing. We need to go out there and make a statement and say we're here to retain the title. That Rodgers signing would have
There's
been
your
a
statement, mate.
But we're letting
Igal,
Chelsea
yeah,
come
we
in
still
with
need to
the
get
117,
Igal's fucking stream
take
up
him,
on here.
7-year contract. I'm annoyed, man.
I only needed this for the start, man.
Okay, us being champions doesn't really mean anything right now.
That's enough for me, man. That's enough for me. Right, I did see a few shouts for Robbie. So I did have this clip ready.
So I need players to come through with him.
Got the same problem, innit? No Champions League football. It's been really weird watching Chelsea so far this window because in comparison to say Arsenal, right? Because
we done judges earlier,
all
chat.
the type of players that we're getting linked with,
we'd be going
that'd be Chelsea.
Yeah.
And all the sort of players you're getting
Alvarez,
linked with, that'd be
Bruno
Arsenal
Guimaraes,
over
yeah.
the years. And then it just goes to show like winning the league and actually Champions League football, that makes a huge difference to the players you can attract. And I was just looking at it the other day, I was going, these are actually normally what Chelsea signings.
Yeah.
And then I'm seeing some of the players being linked with Chelsea and I'm like, what?
It's like remember that left back you had from Brazil? What was his name? Santos.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them ones.
And then Chelsea effectively selling some of their
better players.
Yeah.
I mean, who's set to come in? Morgan Rogers is leaving Aston Villa, but he's not going to Arsenal. He's going to Chelsea.
Oh, what a clip, man. What a fucking clip. I think I got another one. Just a longer version of that second clip.
What went wrong with this deal? I noticed that Hand of Arsenal, a very respected ITK, was saying that, Arsenal were divvying on it. There's many other reports that are saying that Arsenal simply were refusing to pay the extortionate valuation that, Villa put on Morgan Rogers. Remember, they originally came out and said 130 million. It's turned out 117 million is going to do it, but that's a new record for an English player. And Chelsea are paying it, and the reports are that Arsenal refused to pay that. They said, we are not paying that much. It is way, way above his valuation. I mean, the market's inflated right now. Arsenal have refused to pay that.
Where's the quotes, Esteval?
But they've missed out. And another target missed out on. Be quite embarrassing. Even though, Andrea Berta and Arteta might say, well, we're not paying over the odds, but that's two players now. Jeremy Monga, remember...
Man thinks this is the window to start doing we're not paying over the odds. I'm sorry, man. This is not last year. This is not the year before, mate.
We refused to pay the 11 million that he then ended up going to Man City for. And now this one, Morgan Rogers. It's not got off to a great start so far this summer transfer window for Arsenal. Missing out on targets despite the fact that we're top of the league. And I'd love to hear from you guys. Are you in agreement that don't pay 170 million pounds, don't pay over the odds? There's other targets. I mean, listen, remember, famously, Chelsea blew us out of the water for Micah Mudryk. We went for Trossard. How did that turn out? Trossard turned out to be a way better signing for just about...
This is another bit of copium I've seen from Arsenal fans. They just randomly compare it to Mudryk and Trossard. I didn't know Morgan Rogers was some nobody like Mudryk was when he joined us. Or was as raw and inexperienced as Mudryk when he first joined us. Yeah, look, the Mudryk transfer was a complete bomb, and not in a good way, but huh? Like, what in the copium is that? Okay, because, we hijacked one transfer and that didn't work. That means it's going to happen again. It's not the same level of player. This one's a lot more experienced and is just better. He's just better. Morgan Rogers is not going to be shooting everything into shed upper. Morgan Rogers is not going to be struggling to control the ball with every touch. Morgan Rogers will actually be defending. He'll actually do the defensive work rate. Morgan Rogers can carry the ball. Oh, mate. All right, man. Not the only Robbie clip we got, though. Just after the latest ad break, you already know what it is. Gotta give the money. Gotta give the bread. Fucking hell, it's a bit of a slower ad, though. You, man, keep hitting the likes, man. Well, there goes them Vinny links. There goes that one, innit? Ah, tough. All mad, all mad.
Who's signing, blood? We're talking to Morgan Rogers at the moment. Who you signing, blood? We're talking to Morgan Rogers at the moment. Bruno Guimaraes could be coming in.
Right, more chance you getting Roger Rabbit, blood. You know them way there.
All right, we'll get Rogers.
But we'll get Rogers if we want him.
You can get Rogers over us.
Yeah.
No man ain't choosing you over us, so you must be joking. This deal looks like it will get done, and Morgan Rogers will become an Arsenal player. It's just about sorting out the price.
Zolis, Martinelli, Morgan Rogers, Eze. We've got players that can play on that side.
Arsenal getting busy in the transfer window. They want to get these players in. Morgan Rogers, as we know, has been, from the start of the window, the top target. Morgan Rogers is the big marquee signing that Arsenal want to get done. Morgan Rogers to Arsenal is real. I've been telling people this for a long time. There's a lot of people who said to me, "Oh, are you sure Villa ain't going to want to sell?" Listen, they're going to sell. And Morgan Rogers, he's agreed personal terms already. That's not a problem. That's not an issue. He wants to come. It's just what the fee is going to be. That is what is going to have to be sorted out. Morgan Rogers will become an Arsenal player. It's just about sorting out the price.
What an L, bro.
Who you signing, black?
What an L. Shout out to Robbie, though, but still hold that. Who we got next? Oh, wait, let me go for a few more of these super chats first. Big up to Sultan, brother. Big up, bro, saying, I get your point, Lewis, but I ain't giving Blueco shit. No Prem, no UCL. Anyway, Garnacho, here we go on the back again. Pod will hit. Big up, Sultan. I'm not saying that you're wrong for thinking that. You might view it a little bit differently, but there's a lot of similarities to how we view things. I think the only difference is I'm giving a bit of credit. You don't want to do that. I respect it because I'm not flipping and doing a complete 180. Just, I will acknowledge that you lot have made a very good transfer. You showed intent that I didn't expect to see from you. Please, let's do it again. Lee Gunner. Wait, which one do you guys want? Because he did a solo stream and he did one with Northside. Which one do you guys want, chat? And to Nepal, we will get to Saeed, but like, he's not Arsenal. So we got to get to that later in the show. We still got to get through the Arsenal tiers and all that. But we will do the Saeed video. I ain't watched that one yet either. Oh, fucking hell, Jimmy. Yo, I ain't got to watch that one yet either. I will put that in the list. We should still have enough time for it. But I'll put it in the chat as well. So if the chat haven't seen it, I want you guys to go and watch it and go sub to Jimmy as well if you ain't done it already. Because I know you would have cooked the shit out of him. Shout out to Paz. It's all love. But you an Arsenal fan, so you can hold this smoke for today. Yeah, Troops was the first one. The North Side one. Okay, the North Side one. I jumped in the chat quickly on that one just to take the piss, but we were live already. So I haven't got the chance to watch this yet. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Jimmy's stream was lit. I am not surprised. I know he would have been in his element yesterday, bruv.
Welcome back from Miller to Northside LD.
Jimmy, if you got a good timestamp, let me know as well, please.
And then we've got a massive bomber. Chelsea have just signed Morgan Rogers. It's already been confirmed with the bomber. David Ornstein, exclusive. Chelsea reached verbal agreement with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers. Bid of 117 million accepted and being finalised. 6 years plus 1 year contract, medical Monday. And there we go. I warned everyone about the way we're moving in this market. Lee, big up, bro. What do you say about this? Because we've been saying the way we've been moving, and people said, wait until the world...
Jimmy, that was number 2. We got that one. That was phenomenal. And it was real. I rated it. There wasn't really any copium in there. He was just straight holding his club accountable. I loved it.
Cup. Well, guess what? The World Cup isn't officially over, and we get another bomber.
It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, like, yeah. I did a video the other day, a stream the other day, saying, sign some
facts, man.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Yeah, we've signed some geezer that nobody's ever watched in Belgium. Yeah, literally nobody's ever watched him. But now they're all experts on Zolis. Oh my God, he's the next. Oh, but don't
King
forget
fucking
Trossard,
Petty, bro. Come
yeah,
on,
he came
man.
from that league. So did Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, so did Samba Lokonga, mate. Like, what are we talking about here? Yeah, Big up Carefree in the chat as well. Bless up, bro. Big up to everyone
Cheers.
watching. Smash the likes up. Big up for having me on as well. And it's absolutely roasting here, man. And my head's hot as well. Because I literally just got home. I just went and picked Miss Moldova up from the airport. I walked through the front door. And the next thing, bomber. Breaking news. 117 mil. Yeah, and it's like, bro, we're gonna end up with Barcola and Zolis. We're dusted. Yeah, and the thing for me, yeah, is
yo, that delivery was brilliant. What?
Zolis. We're dusted. Yeah, and the thing for me, yeah, is we're the champions of England, mate. We're current champions, and Chelsea didn't even qualify for Europe. Do you know what I'm saying? It's annoying to me, man. Yeah, and I've been saying for a while, this Berta might be on fraud watch. Yeah, and I like Berta. I like what he did at Atleti. I liked how he moved last summer. People kept sitting there blaming the World Cup. Well done, mate. You can blame the World Cup. You can still buy players during the World Cup, mate. Yeah.
No, did Elliot Anderson not have his bomber? Did Man United have been moving, getting Andre Santos? Man United went and got Tielemans and saw that there's a release clause of 30-odd million and got that over the line. I'm not hearing these excuses. These are all excuses. We've been working on this deal. And you know when I knew that this guy was moving like a fraud, yeah? That Monga deal, we were working on that deal while they were getting Elliot Anderson. They managed to do that deal for 116 million while we were debating over 10 million about paying for a up-and-coming winner. We're scrimping and scraping over 10 million, and then we lost out. I didn't go mad because I said, oh, whatever. That wasn't a priority.
Big up Man City and Maresca for that severance package as well. That 17 million came in real handy, my guys. Love for the love.
Anyway for me. But it's the way that we were moving. And what did they say? Wait till the end of the World Cup. This is a joke. We have known the price tag, and we've been after flipping Bruno Guimaraes for ages. We've been after Tonali for ages. We know the asking price. How did Spurs know the asking price? We got the cheek to bid 55 million knowing that they want 80 to 100 million. Either you're interested or piss off and go get somebody else. I don't mind the club.
As well. We know the price for Bruno. Why are we pissing around?
But apparently our second bid's going to be 65 million. And then that got...
I don't think I said anything about this like Mudryk solely because I didn't know a lot about Mudryk when he signed. Everything that happened that day just sped through. And I didn't really have a lot to say except probably like if Arsenal wants him, he probably has to be some sort of good. But same way, you cannot compare Mudryk to Rodgers. You can't. It don't make any sense. You got 10 million from Racine. How do we get 10 million from Racine, Josh? Big up Josh as well, man. Big up, bro. But yeah, Ahmed, that was the second stream we did.
Got rejected. What are we doing, man? We're moving like idiots, bro.
Like,
bro, we're not getting no.
We've had two record-breaking
Alright, man.
years or seasons.
This guy's
if you want,
Mudryk now.
yeah, in terms of revenue. Then we earned about 800 million last season.
Louis,
And the
I'm
year
good,
before
man.
that,
I
I
hope
think it
you're
was
well.
700. So where's all the money?
Another ad. Get your bread, North. Come on, G.
Listen, the prices of these players is an absolute disgrace. Yeah, let's just be real with it. These private players are not worth anywhere near the money they're going for. But at the same time, that's the current market. That's the state of it. And you've got the money, pay the money. Right? I don't get it, bro.
Amen, amen.
Yeah, I genuinely don't get it. I don't rate that Elliot Anderson that highly. Yeah, he's an all right footballer. That's it. He ain't worth 116 M's, bro. Morgan Rodgers.
This is my thing. Everything, like, every big fee is relatively overpriced, man. Tonali's been overpriced. Mateus Fernandez has been overpriced. Fucking Morgan Rodgers, overpriced. But I got my player. I got the player I wanted. Calm. Calm. I don't give a damn about the money, man. Not my money, you know?
I think he's a good player. Yeah, I think he's a very good player. Is he worth the money? No. I don't, bro, there's only 2 or 3 players on this planet, maybe 5 or 6, yeah, that are worth 100 million or more. That's it. Yeah, but because if you
Roma in for Somerville. I know Roma wanted 2 wingers, so don't think that the Somerville links mean that Garnacho isn't going anywhere. They wanted 2 wingers. They wanted 2 wingers. The other plan was to go and get Greenwood and Garnacho, and then Greenwood went to Fenerbahce instead. So don't think that just because they're going for Somerville, that does not mean that the Garnacho links are dying. That does not mean that. So no worries over here, man. Yeah, loan with option. We want it to be an obligation. Garnacho's already said like his main priority is the Roma move. So clearly there's interest on both sides. It's fine. Calma on all that.
If you factor in the wages on these players, he ain't going to Chelsea on less than 150 grand a week. So now add that in over 6 years, 7 years. You're talking nearly 200 mil.
John Stones, they ain't even trying to get Konza.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
They're going for like Stones on the cheap. Man.
Right.
But to be honest, like, they don't need to buy another long-term centre-back, to be honest. It is just a short-term fix. I actually hear that.
We got told that we've got a massive war chest this summer. But where's that then? Because we've signed Zolis for about 35 mil, mate. Yeah? And we signed Incapi for 40
Oh, shit,
mil.
super chat.
Yeah? See what I'm saying?
Big up Jack as well. Sorry, I haven't read this one yet. Hey, Lewis, after the Rogers bomber and Lacroix pending, who do you think we should sign in our squad under Javi? Go get me another centre-back. I would love us to go and get an upgrade on the back. I don't think we will, but I also quietly think Sanchez will be okay with a better back line in front of him. So, yeah, get me another centre-back with Lacroix. And honestly, on one game a week, I feel relatively calm. Bruno G, I hear it, but I don't think Bruno G's going anywhere. I got to be consistent with that because I said the same thing about him going to Arsenal. I don't think he's going to go to Arsenal. I don't think he's going to go to even us. Because Newcastle, he's not forcing his way out of Newcastle, so Newcastle can just tell him, you're not going anywhere. I just sold Tonali. I just sold Gordon. Why would I want to sell another key player? Not doing it. Yeah, look, but big up Jack for the donation as well, bro. God bless you. But yeah, look, chat, I don't think Bruno G leaves anywhere. Slap the money down. Look, fine by me, but I just think we'd be wasting our time, respectfully. But hey, look, I'd love him to join us.
But don't worry. All these little grifters that sit on YouTube every day saying here, oh my God, Arsenal done deal. Yeah, with all their hay fever. Stop listening to these people. They have grifted their way to 500,000, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 subs by chatting absolute crap, bro. Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, if Arsenal sign Garnacho, I ain't watching them next season.
God, please.
My dad said to me in September when he was out, I think it was September or
October.
October.
No, I say that, Roma. Like, as much as we joke about Garnacho and Arsenal, it's never happening. Never happening. Like, he's already made his choice, and like that's done deliberately to stop a bidding war.
Might have been a bit late, actually. Whenever. Yeah, it was Saturday. I was on the on a live, and he goes, "You watch. You'll end up signing Garnacho this summer." If we end up with Garnacho,
it's an absolute joke.
Nah, mate.
What happened to the vibes from Lee, though, man? Lee was so giddy a month or two ago. What changed, brother? North has always been like a lot down to earth. So shout out to North, man. But Lee was getting very giddy this year. And I just see like the balloons burst a little bit still. Big up to
all
Lee,
we've
though,
been
man.
hearing, is priority. The only priority
And bless for the
was
rate
getting
too,
Zolis.
Lee.
That was the only priority, bro. Because we got that deal over the line, no problem. And apparently, there was other teams. We only put the money down because other teams were going to go in for him, so we prioritized that. How's it priority? The way we've moved with Bruno Guimaraes, we know 80 million. When I heard 100 million, I said, pay 80 million and they'll take the money. The player wants to go. He's on 2 years of his contract. They need the money. Okay, they've made some player sales. But when you put the money down, people act different. When you put the money in front of people, people act different. Yeah, it's one thing.
Given our sell list, who should we keep and loan? I've got to race through this. Keep whole starting 11 basically. Colwill, one other centre back with him. James, Hato, Caicedo, Enzo. I'll keep Jackson as a number 2. I don't really mind that. One of Neto or Gittins, you keep him. Keep them for the season. You could even loan Gittins if like you find the right move for him. Who else? Is there anyone I'd loan? Loan Sar again. And yeah, I think that's the best off the top of my head still. Yeah, big up Jack, man. That does need to be a separate. It was actually a separate video. Like, we actually did do a separate video on this. There's a keep, sell, or loan stream and video. So, for you, I will put that in the chat. Because it's just a lot easier to, like, bring that up than to just run through it all. Because, like, I've got to spend ages thinking about that still. Because there's a lot of players in this squad. Where is my keep, sell, or loan, though? Where's my keep, sell, or loan? Boom. Just quickly so we can get back to it. Yeah, I'll drop the keep, sell, or loan there, guys. And yeah, if you guys literally just skip to the end and you'll have my entire keep, sell, or loan. I'm not even telling you to watch the whole video. But yeah, big up, man. Big up, bro. Bless for the donation.
Yeah, you show your intention by putting the money down. That's when you show your intention and your desire to get the player over the line.
I'd love
I'm
to keep
sorry,
Josh.
this is disgraceful.
I just want him to get minutes.
And I've been calling this out. No, I got comments of, oh, just wait, just be patient. Yeah, what now?
Next.
What now? Because Liverpool seem to be
Big up,
in the race. They seem to be leading the race to get Barcola. Barcola may still pick Liverpool over Arsenal. They've been the more successful team over the last 10 years. And we can talk all this stuff about, oh, they got a new manager. Well, no one expected Slot to win the league. Nobody expected that. And they've got European history. So let's not just go off this recency because we won the league, because we've been a shambles for the last 20 years. And if we're not putting the money down, we are going, I said this, the way we're moving, we are going for players that major European teams are going for. Barcelona can offer European heritage. Liverpool can offer that. Man City can offer that and money. So we have to be faster. We don't have the European heritage. Yes, we have the money. All these other teams have money. But no, we allow the player to dictate what's going to happen. We allow the player to dictate. And I made a video and I said, we are moving very close to being like a better version of Newcastle, where teams are ditching us and going elsewhere. They're going to he's going to Chelsea. Like, bro,
that's the cup chair like Newcastle.
Yeah, but this is the thing, yeah. They've got a brand.
Not the Premier League champions, guys.
It's just broke the record fee in the UK British record. No, British record transfer fee. That's the most, 117 mil. Yeah, but the thing for me, North, yeah, right? Listen, fair play, Chelsea. Yeah, they actually move like a big club. Yeah, they actually get shit done.
Has anyone seen the Blue Arsenal, guys?
Like, and they will get rid of a few players. They get rid of quite a lot of players, in fact.
Anybody seen the Blue Arsenal, guys?
They've already sold that Santos for 50 mil. Yeah, and they've got a better player. yeah. So basically, they paid 67.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They've already got rid of one for 50. Do you know how many times they
yes,
sold
a
players
big up,
from
man.
record
Big
transfer
up Jimmy as well, my G's. Every
not
time.
just under this ownership, the one before as well with Roman. How comes Chelsea and Man City can get shit done like that?
I do see the
cut, Willie. If you want to play it, put money on the table, get it done. Right? And the maddest thing for me is, people were saying about, oh yeah, but the World Cup. Well, Sonali weren't in there.
I'll be real though, we got like 35 minutes before I'm on for the pod with Chelsea Fan TV, so we're gonna swing by to Babs, because I've seen a few of you guys wanted me to bring up the Babs video. I have not watched this one either.
Morgan Rogers is going to Chelsea. 117 million pounds, and he's going to Chelsea. And I'm going to talk about it today. I've got so much to get off my mind, because when I saw this report, I was out and I went on my phone and I saw the report and I was like, wait, that must be a parody, right? It says David Ornstein. I clicked on the account. I see 4.2 million followers. I couldn't believe it. I have so much to talk about.
That was exactly the same for me, by the way. I literally clicked through the name and back into the tweet like 4 times. Like, nah, are you bugging? Are you bugging? This must be some fake Ornstein account. It's going to be called Pornstein or some shit. Or is Avi's going to have someone else's face on it? No, it's the real thing. Do I actually press the live button? Do I set up this stream or am I baiting myself? No way. Even when I was on the video live for the first 3 minutes, I was just clicking in and out. I'm like, this is not true. What? No update. Nothing. Fair. It's still a little bit of a shock thinking back to it. I was doing the thumbnail and my hands were shaking like this. I was like, what do we hijacked them for Rodgers? Are you mad? Are you fucking mad?
that 70% of you guys still haven't subscribed, so if you could change that, I would appreciate it. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is real Arsenal
Come
fans.
on, man.
We got a David Ornstein bomber, bombassa, whatever you want to call this, and it came out of
That's
nowhere.
the thing. The amount of brothers that said they only got the update from me going live as well. That was even madder. Because I was like, yo, I'm giving the updates. I jumped in so early. I'm giving out the updates. It kind of gassed me a little bit still, man. Big up to all you lot. Big up to the community. Love you, man, like cooked food, brother. Come on, jeez.
One saw this coming, and as Chelsea have reached a verbal agreement with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers, bid of £117 million accepted by Aston Villa and being finalised, a 6+ 1 year contract, medical on Monday. Arsenal were interested, but the 23-year-old attacker wanted Chelsea. Xavi Alonso instrumental. Where do we even start? It was only yesterday where we got Fabrizio Romano reporting and so many reliable reporters reporting that Arsenal was set to accelerate.
Yo, I was thinking if I go live and this is a fake, I'm gonna get fucking cooked. Trust, bro, the mic weren't even plugged in for the first 5 minutes. Man was talking through fucking this crappy little webcam mic where I sound like I'm muffled like this. It was all crazy.
Arsenal was set to make an offer.
More like that though, please.
Rogers was meant to go to Arsenal Football Club, and now I'm hearing that he has chosen Chelsea over Arsenal. I don't believe it one single bit, by the way.
At JP Morgan Chase, I'm one of more than 7,000 technologists working here in the UK.
Get your ad revenue though, Babs. You know what it is. Love every single time, my G. Make sure you man are subbed as well and you're hitting the likes. Make sure you man are subbed. Fucking long ass ad though. Okay, the second ad's always quicker. Thank God. There we go. And we are back.
I believe as a Morgan Rogers is going to Chelsea, because we then got the here we go from Fabrizio Romano saying Morgan Rogers to Chelsea, here we go. Club to club agreement reached today with Aston Villa to anticipate the official Arsenal bid. £117 million proposal has been accepted as reported by David Ornstein. Agreement done with Morgan Rogers on personal terms until June 2032. Not for the first time in our lifetimes, Chelsea have hijacked Arsenal in terms of the transfer. And that's the first thing we have to admit. This is a hijack. This was Arsenal's #1 target. This is the man that Mikel Arteta wants.
Babs. Appreciate the honesty, mate.
We have to admit, this is a hijack. This was Arsenal's #1 target. This is the man that Mikel Arteta wanted. And for Chelsea to come in and take the target away from Arsenal, it is a hijack. You have to call it for what it is. But do I believe the reports that Rodgers has specifically chosen Chelsea over Arsenal? I'll give you guys a logic and you tell me what's right here. 10th place, no European football, and then you've got a Premier League title-winning team going for their second title in back-to-back years, aiming for a Champions League, and where Rodgers would have been a guaranteed starter. Yeah, I'm not quite sure he's chosen their project over ours. One thing I will say is also did not want to pay £117 million. And as reported by Ben Jacobs, Chelsea will sign Morgan Rogers after reaching an agreement with Aston Villa. Same price tag, £170 million. Arsenal were in talks, but Rodgers has picked Chelsea. So to my Arsenal brothers and sisters that are wondering right now how on earth Chelsea in 10th place have taken our main target, forget about the reports about him choosing Chelsea over Arsenal. I'm sure he wanted to go to Chelsea, but if Arsenal had matched Chelsea's offer, then you can say the player has chosen Chelsea over Arsenal. Arsenal weren't going to pay £117 million. I was talking about it yesterday.
Just to even add to this, I've just had a little surf through Twitter. They're doing the same thing for Bruno G. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to have another moment on Back Again where I come back to Troops. I'm going to tell him, am I still bugging for thinking Bruno Guimaraes is going to stay at Newcastle? See this? Arsenal have a specific valuation for Bruno G. So if it's not possible to sign him at that price, they will turn to other targets. I've been telling them this. You man ain't going to get Bruno G either. You're not going to get him either, guys. Because Newcastle can just say, nah, we value him at this. And they'll walk away. That's exactly what they're doing. Jimmy, I agree, bro. Because I saw someone ask about Caicedo. I brought this up earlier onto the stream. When Liverpool tried to hijack Caicedo, what did Caicedo say, bruv? He said, no, I'm staying at Chelsea. I need to just bring the tweet up. I had it and I lost it. He said, I am staying at Chelsea. I only want Chelsea. That's it. That's it. That's why it's a rejection. Your man got rejected. He said, nah, I'm going to go join the world champions. You lot had your chance. You had your fucking chance. Lavia as well, man, because they pissed him off. Because they dragged it for too long. Just like what Arsenal have done now. Dragged their feet. But it's okay, guys. We're just Premier League champions. We're all just Premier League champions, guys.
Yesterday on my main channel and the day before on my second channel, it was 100 million euros, closer to 80 to 90 million pounds. Villa were looking for replacements. Fabrice was reporting that Arsenal were better to accelerate. So as Arsenal fans, it's not like we've been wrong in saying what we've been saying. All these reporters, all these reliable reporters have sold us a dream this summer, because the amount of times they were telling us Rodgers is coming to Arsenal, I was talking about on this channel, because I'm seeing reliable people that have a fantastic hit record saying Rodgers only wants Arsenal. And maybe that was the case, but Arsenal did not want to pay that money, and it kind of makes sense. And doesn't it just remind you of January?
It kind of makes sense. Oh, no, he's done the Mudrick. Oh, I just gave you credit, man. I just gave you credit. Just when I thought you weren't coping.
2023, where Chelsea reached an agreement with Shakhtar for Mykhailo Mudryk, paying 100 million euros, including add-ons, on a 7-year contract.
I deserve this for giving him credit.
Of course, he was the number one Arsenal target. He was another player Mikel Arteta really wanted. He had identified Mudryk as a project, but Chelsea came in, they paid more money than Arsenal, and he ended up going to Chelsea.
He got me in the first few minutes,
anything
man.
like Mykhailo Mudryk, because Rodgers is more proven, he's at a better age, he's a far high quality player.
So why did you bring him up, you fraud?
They paid more money than Arsenal, and he ended up going to Chelsea. I am not saying that Rodgers is going to be anything like Mykhailo Mudryk, because Rodgers is more proven, he's at a better age, he's a far high quality player, and in that case, 170 million pounds is a better deal for them than what they paid for Mykhailo Mudryk. But in the case of Arsenal Football Club, we have to now agree that this market is broken, and if we don't play to the market, we will get left behind. As reported by the Hand of Arsenal,
anyone could have told you
issue
that.
for weeks, yet we took our sweet time. Mikel wanted Rodgers. They met face to face. Villa were angered with how we handled the wave in formal talks amid that gap in valuation. Chelsea swooped in, and we didn't match it. It is as simple as that, football fans. I'm not just talking to Arsenal fans here, because I'm sure Chelsea fans are going to be here, United fans are going to be here, laughing at Arsenal because our number one target's gone. Look at it logically, my friends. I know it's hard because you've got narratives against Arsenal, but Arsenal weren't going to pay that level of money. And I think that opens up
You've just said the market's inflated. This is a contradiction. He's just said that the market is inflated and you have to follow that trend. And now you're saying it's okay because he's just not worth that price tag. Cope. Keep coping. Go to sleep, wake up and cope some more. Put some cope in your fucking cereal. You fraud.
Different discussion. As reported by the reliable Gary Jacobs, Arsenal could have had Rodgers for £100 million a few weeks ago, but the Monga fee, Fernandes fee, Tonali fee, agent fee and wages, it has been a messy summer. We have to now focus on the bigger conversation, Arsenal fans, because for the second time in this window, an Arsenal target has been hijacked. And first, it was Jeremy Monga, and he's not a first teamer. Morgan Rodgers was going to be a first teamer. We don't have to undersell the player now because he's going to Chelsea, because I like the idea of Morgan Rodgers coming to Arsenal. But the thing was, as always said, the market is broken. And the moment that Man City spent £116 million on Elliot Anderson, and then Spurs spent £100 million on Sandro Tonali.
Maybe you should have bought him earlier then. Because they put out 130 million as soon as Elliot Anderson went through. Oh, but we can't bring him in during the World Cup, guys. What did City do with Elliot Anderson? What did they do with Elliot Anderson, chat? Oh, wait. They brought him. They said, fuck all that. We're just gonna do it now. They're not saying we can't do the medical during the World Cup. We're just gonna go do it now.
They set a precedent. Even if Morgan Rodgers wanted to leave, even if he wanted to go to Arsenal, Villa weren't under insane pressure to sell the player. They could set a high price tag. And again, the market has shown, because a team is going to pay the money. That team was not Arsenal. That team was Chelsea. So no, Morgan Rodgers did not pick Chelsea over Arsenal, because again, why would he want to go to 10th place over a Premier League champion? Just think about it logically for a second. If Arsenal had matched that offer, then you can say it. Then you can say that Arsenal are rejected and Chelsea have.
Coulda, woulda, didn't. Word to Flawless.
higher pool and a bigger club. Please, for the love of God, I swear to God, it annoys me so much when people go so blind to the actual facts behind the scenes and they want to play the narratives. But you know what? It is what it is. Chelsea are getting a fantastic player. I think they're massively over.
He's literally playing to the narrative because you're saying he's not worth the money, and then you're simultaneously saying, but the market's fucked and we have to follow the market. Babs, which one is it, bro? Which one is it? But hey, the man want to see Egal as well, so we gotta get Egal's thoughts in here.
This came out of nowhere. Morgan Rogers to Chelsea for £117 million. Feed has been agreed between Aston Villa and Chelsea. Arsenal were interested in the 23-year-old, but Chelsea wanted him, and Xabi Alonso was instrumental to get him over the line. He signed a 6-year +1 deal. The medical's on Monday. The World Cup is not even over. Today's England's last game, the third-place game, and Morgan Rogers is already a Chelsea player. Before I even hate on Chelsea or Morgan Rogers, I'm just going to say this is a great deal for Aston Villa. Aston Villa got exactly what they wanted, and apparently Arsenal could have got the deal done for around 100 million. Reported by Greg Jacobs says that the fee for Mungo, the fee for Fernandez, the fee for Tonali.
Yo, I need opinions, not reading the fucking tweets.
Were paid for a player.
Oh,
Arsenal a few weeks ago. Talking about Chelsea, we know what happened last time when Chelsea overpaid for a player. Arsenal were just not willing to pay the money. As for what they're getting a good finisher, a player who can play centrally, can play on the right, can play on the left, very versatile, and he's a really decent Premier League player. Arsenal are willing to pay anywhere between...
Oh, yeah, just get me to the live stream. I just saw the fucking Trossard Mudryk again, man. These men just say the same things as each other.
Well, welcome to Arsenal News today.
Yo, he looks like he's about to cry. Yo, what the fuck?
What just happened? This is absolutely insane. Welcome to Arsenal. Welcome to Arsenal News today on Eagle Talks Football. We got a massive story, and we got to discuss the fact that Arsenal have been hijacked by Chelsea. Chelsea have come in out of absolutely nowhere and hijacked Arsenal's move for Morgan Rogers. Reportedly, £117 million has been agreed between Chelsea and Aston Villa. And now, Arsenal fans, you've been excited about the possibility of Morgan Rogers joining Arsenal's project. Now it appears he will be joining Chelsea. That's how quick things change in the summer transfer window. I have big questions. Did Chelsea really steal the target? Is Morgan Rogers really worth £117 million? Should Arsenal be worried? Should we have done more to try to get this deal over the line? Are Chelsea showing ambition? What are we thinking about this? What are we thinking about this whole situation? Genuinely, what are we thinking? There's a lot that we need to talk about. But before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. Let's go back. Look at this tweet from David Ornstein and Fabrizio Romano, and let's just break down what on earth just happened, because this happened 2 hours ago and I am still surprised. I'm still in shock. People saying
no, we can tell, bruv.
I think it's as simple as Chelsea were willing to pay more than we were willing to pay.
Oh,
it's that simple.
I don't even know why they keep
Chelsea,
trying to drag that. It don't make sense to even use Mudryk in this.
And Morgan Rogers to sign Morgan Rogers. So Chelsea reached a verbal agreement to sign with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers. The bid is $117 million, accepted by Aston Villa, being finalized. 6-year deal, +1. Medical is due on Monday, and Arsenal were interested in the 23-year-old, but it looks like Xabi Alonso was instrumental to get the deal.
Say he's got better pull than Arteta, bruv, even with your league title, man. Brother, I don't drive. Why do I need this ad? Hella indirects, bro. What the fuck? Man. I ain't offended. I promise I ain't offended, chat. The fuck? I think I'm fucking Fafana or something, man. Get out of here.
Ridiculous. First things first, I'm not going to lose my head. I know a lot of people are going to lose their heads. They're going to go crazy. How can we get done? I do think at the end of the day, they put down.
What a rude ad.
That simple. They were able to get the deal over the line. Arsenal refused to match Chelsea. That is really what it came down to. You guys can say food chain or whatever you want to say about Chelsea.
It's food
but
chain,
the reality
bruv.
situation
Fucking
is
food chain,
Arsenal
mate.
just refused to match Chelsea's £117 million bid. Arsenal refused. Call it PR, call
Yeah,
it
they're
spin,
telling me to
call it
bill it,
whatever
bro.
you want to call it. The first question is, have Chelsea actually hijacked Arsenal's move? Well, they were interested in him to begin with. There's been a lot of reports about Chelsea being interested in Morgan Rogers, and there's even been reports that Chelsea were pleading, trying their best to get the deal done for Morgan Rogers.
Yeah, who's pleading now, bruv? That's what happens when you start listening to Handjob starting to put his opinion into things. Pleading, guys. No, we sat there and waited for you lot to fumble. That's all. Word to Hussam. The leopard in the tree, people. That's what we were. The leopard in the tree.
Quite funny at the time, but it's not funny anymore. The reality situation is Chelsea were interested in Morgan Rogers just as much as Arsenal were. They're willing to spend more money. They're willing to put down more money. And Aston Villa is the biggest winner here because they had two of the big boys in the Premier League looking after their player.
Hey,
and
you
they now
trying to
get
change history too because Mudryk was 62 million, not 100. And because he's banned now, that add-ons are not accountable for shit.
Ridiculous fee for Morgan Rogers.
But big up though,
I
man.
think Arsenal were looking in the range of, what was it, 80 to 90 mil for Morgan Rogers. They paid well over that. They paid 30 million more than what we were looking to pay. That's just how things go sometimes. Clubs have their valuations they weren't willing to pay.
Is
This could be a
defeated.
great signing for Chelsea. It could be a flop. You never know. One thing I will say is Morgan Rogers is a great player, and all of a sudden because he's joined Chelsea doesn't mean he's become a worse player. Let's not do that. The reality situation is a lot of us Arsenal fans wanted Morgan Rogers.
I'm gonna let him
He
keep
had a
going,
fantastic past 2 seasons, specifically for Aston Villa in the league. And he's somebody who can play in the 10, he can play in the right, he can play in the left. He's very versatile. He has a good shot on him. He's able to get a deal for around 100 million. They're gonna tell you. So yeah, in case anyone missed it, Arsenal refused to match Chelsea's 117 million. This could become a masterstroke from Chelsea. This could be a flop from Arsenal, 100%. On the other hand,
it's probably going to be a masterstroke.
Now. We don't. Why were Arsenal interested in Morgan Rogers in the first place? Some people are going to ask themselves. We have Eze. We have Odegaard. Well, this guy is a physical beast. He's versatile. He's able to play many different positions. That is a key part of why we are interested in him. He's comfortable in playing wide and central areas. He's a good ball carrier. His ability to create chances for himself and his teammates out of nothing is available. And he's still quite young and has a lot of room to improve. So obviously,
it's not too much copium.
Everything's sorted. The deal is done. People talking about no fresh contact. With
what's Brandon saying
about this one? I don't know how to feel about this one, Miguel. I've got mixed feelings about this one.
First question is, are you angry? Because I was just asking the question, should Arsenal fans be upset? Chelsea paid a ridiculous amount of money.
Well, it's hard to be angry at the moment. If we come to the end of this transfer window and we don't see a quality left winger, then yes, I will be angry. But what I would say is the options in that position is slowly running out for us in terms of quality. But people keep talking about Barcola. Not for me. Not for me.
I don't know where these men got thinking that they could just get Vinny.
But if
these men don't even want to pay like big bread for Rodgers, and then you're going to see how big the bread's going to be for Vinny. That's before we even talk wages.
Clinical player on that left wing who's going to score goals, who's going to create problems. Barcola's not it. It's the French Madueke. Really. You know, if you're looking at quality now, we're running out of options again. We've got Yildiz at Juventus. But you're going to pay a pretty premium if you want to get him in.
He's not.
And then the only other option really for me is Vinny Jr., which would be my number one for that left wing position. And this is why I say I have mixed feelings about the Morgan Rogers thing, because I wanted Morgan Rogers, but I wanted Morgan Rogers to play centrally. You know, I wanted Morgan Rogers to take up that number 10 position. Because in my personal opinion, I think he's a better player in the central areas. If you're looking for him to play
Yeah,
on
facts,
left wing,
chat. 170,
well,
160.
technically we've already got a player
minimum
of that ilk in our squad in terms of Eze. Eze's a central player who can play out on the left, who likes to come inside, and that's basically what Rodgers would be doing for us, really. Picking,
I think he would have played.
Right, we're gonna jump off this one quick because we've only got like 15 minutes left. Yeah, someone sent me this one though. Still,
to Chelsea or Morgan Rodgers, I'm done. They're signing him for 170 million.
We're gonna bring
for a
Saeed up
6-year
next. I know the
contract,
chat
and the
wanted
guy
to see
chose to go
Saeed.
to Chelsea over Arsenal. Agent Saka, you have failed your job. Do I think he's worth 170 million? Absolutely not! The guy's even more expensive than Anderson, and he's overpriced too. I sound like I'm being salty, but after seeing that price tag, no way! Chelsea's midfield is worth over 300 million, and it's not even playing in Europe next season. Rodgers, Caicedo, Enzo,
that'll be a good
well
thing for
over
that fucking
300 million. This is mental. I really thought this was going to happen. I'm not going to lie, this is a bad look. I want him, or him ace.
You're getting none of them, mate. You're not getting any of them. Right, Saeed. A big up to that guy, though. What's Saeed saying? I haven't watched this one either. I just spam food chain and went about my day.
Football club have just what, how, when, why, what the hell is going on? Chelsea Football Club have just snatched Arsenal's chains. You know, they say food chain this summer. There is a recurring theme this summer, and that is food chain. I can't believe it. Chelsea Football Club have managed to hijack the deal and go in and get Morgan Rodgers for 100. I repeat, 170 million. It was destined for Arsenal. Yes, Chelsea had links. Yes, Chelsea were exploring the deal for Morgan Rodgers. But I tell you what, it was a talk of the town that he was meant to go to Arsenal. They were talking about where he was playing. Troops TV. You told me he could play on the left.
Yeah, love. Big up.
He could play central.
Get your bread.
This is a big blow for Arsenal. This is meant to be
Monster,
one of the
we'll have enough time for
key
Monster.
signings this summer. A player who's versatile, who can play different positions. A player who's on the up. A player who's got Premier League experience. A player that can add value. This is not a good thing for Arsenal. You can do the copium all you want. You can say you got Solis guy from Club Brugge, but Chelsea Football Club,
you got his name right
I
this
absolutely
time.
commend you. This, okay, the price is ludicrous. It should not be acceptable to pay that sort of money for Morgan Rodgers, 170 million. The market is gone.
The outer Villa.
Football is gone. But I tell you what,
Fair
man,
fucks.
if you talk about ambition, if you talk about Xabi Alonso saying, what do I want? If you talk about a club that's setting a precedent to say, right, we're not a banter club anymore. We need to show some ambition. That is ambition.
Definitely the 210
That
thing.
right there is ambition. Fair play to Chelsea Football Club. Because they could have went silent. They could have allowed him to go to that football club. They could have allowed him to go to Arsenal. They said, you know what? We're not
Okay,
involved.
decent.
But as a football club right now, when I looked at your
We
window,
know Leao
it
wants
was
the Premier League, so I
underwhelming.
ain't
You got
shocked.
some random Donny, who apparently is Premier League defender of the Italian defender of the year. We don't know him. We don't watch Italian football every week. You're about to sign this other player as well. We don't know him. Emega, cool, unproven at the highest level.
Yeah, that was like some random source for Badiashile, like Nico Shira or something like that. It's just, I wouldn't really get too
Right
gassed
now,
over
when I
that.
looked at your window, it was underwhelming. You bought some random Donny, who apparently is Premier League defender of the Italian defender of the year. We don't know him. We don't watch Italian football every week. You're about to sign this other player as well. We don't know him. Emega, cool, unproven at the highest level. This right here, Rodgers, that excites Chelsea. Because you know why? Now, the way that you play with 2 10s, right? Morgan Rodgers, where does he like to play? In them 10s, in them half pockets. Cole Palmer one side, Morgan Rodgers on this side. We might get a double. Yo, who's trademarking this right now? Yo, there might be a Cole celebration. It might be Cole at Chelsea.
Just off topic. one of the other reasons why I'm so glad he's joining us now is because I did not want to see them dirty groomers trying to steal Cole Palmer's celebration. You know, Arsenal fans would have tried to nick all of that for themselves and say they're claiming it again. Get to fuck, bruv. Not a chance.
Right now, it might be cold at Chelsea right now because, boy, this right here is, I'm shocked. I could not believe it. I was about to step outside. And relax and enjoy the rest of the sunshine. But I had to say, whoa, David Alston, Fabrizio still sleeping. Fabrizio, they're still sleeping. The big journalists are still sleeping. This is why David Alston's clear. David Alston is absolutely clear of any journalist there are. Let me put my light on, by the way. I forgot to put my light on. He is clear of any journalist that you ever talk about in this game right now. He put an exclusive and told everyone, shut the hell up. He said here, exclusive. Chelsea. When I seen Chelsea, I thought, yeah, it's probably some random
Ornstein bomber to end all bombers. It still shocks me, man.
Probably some random guy that you probably put. Broski, when I tell you this is serious, this is serious. Chelsea reached verbal agreement with Aston Villa to sign Morgan Rogers. Bid of 117 million. Before I break this down here, let's talk about 117 million. Let's talk about the 117 million.
Saka won't even be there for game week 3, man. Come on now.
Holiday planning is full of...
Guys, 117 million is madness. 117 million for Morgan Rogers.
Yeah,
is
Robin,
crazy.
he was in the New York City subway.
If I'm correct, Aston Villa boy for 12 million. They're about to get 100 million profit. I think he says here, bid being finalized and 6 + 1 year contract, medical Monday. Eze and Odegaard? Is that what we're doing here?
Here we go.
Style of play situation now. Because that's what it looks like to me. It looks like to me the style of play now is coming into question, which is, I think it's crazy. That's madness, man. Is that what we're doing here? Is it the fact that maybe Xabi Alonso has come in and told him, this is where you're playing and you're a starter? Maybe he's not guaranteed starter at Arsenal. Maybe he's not. Because you would have thought with Trossard leaving, Tazolis coming in now. Come on, Tazolis ain't taking over Morgan Rogers. But also, I did see a video of him saying that I don't want to be playing on the wing. And is he playing central ahead of Eze and Odegaard? I don't think he is right now as it stands.
Right, we need to get that Monts video in. There we go. Let's do the Monts video before we call it.
Chelsea Football Club.
Oh, before we do that, by the way, big up to Bola for the donation saying, imagine Bruno G, Enzo, and Caicedo. Giving both Enzo and Caicedo the freedom to roam, man. Would fucking love it. It would be so much better, though, if just... Lavia, can you give me 5 games? Forget even good. Like, they'll probably be good. Can you give me 5 games? Please. This is starting to become real sad, man. I'm saying this is a guy who's always, like, wanted to be patient. Come on, man.
Do you...
I ain't seen Matisse's
yet. Guys do this. You see the art of popping chains. You see the art of robbery. You see the art of theft. You see the art of disrespect. First of all, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. You lot. Chelsea have just hijacked Morgan Rogers from under Arsenal's nose. Chelsea have just gone mad. £117 million sterling. Sterling. Arsenal Football Club, I'm going to need answers. I'm going to need answers. Arsenal Football Club.
Where are the answers?
I'm just going to need... I'm going to
need
some
answers. Madrid, guys.
Is it a money thing? Like, do you know what? Let's just go over to the tweet because I feel like right now, I don't know. It's just a bit awkward. It looks a bit awkward to me. It looks a little bit awkward. Let's read it. Xabi Alonso involved in Chelsea's secret mission to get Morgan Rogers. CFC manager spoke to Rogers, presented tactical projects, and was key to the green light from the player to close in 24 hours. No fresh contact. You know, we're gonna read that one.
Jabba, I'm not sure. Chelsea don't really want to let go of him, and like it don't look like anyone's gonna pay the money we want either.
Double brr celebrations. Morgan Rogers to Chelsea hit Morgan Rogers to a Chelsea here a week ago. Club to club agreement reached today with Aston Villa to anticipate Arsenal bid.
Come on, Trey, it's next season now. Come on, man. It's a new season.
Has been
bro.
accepted, as David Ornstein reported. Agreement done with Morgan Rogers on personal terms until June 2032. This is mad. This is madness. 7-year contract, 6+1. 6+1. This is nasty. Morgan Rogers will be in London on Monday for medical tests and contract signing. All documents are ready as CFC wanted to anticipate Arsenal bid and close it within 24 hours. Arsenal were lit,
Let's get
brother.
past the reading.
And then Chelsea just swooped in. End of the night. Night tech. Not even ironed. You know what I'm saying? Night sliders on. Yo, babes, get in the car. You're there chatting to her outside of the club trying to pattern. She's just got in Chelsea's whip and bing, bing. You know, literally vinged off, like, vinged off. Just vinged off. Like, vinged off. Like, it's mad. It's madness. It's madness. And then obviously I'm thinking, bro, like, does this mean they're going to go and get Barcola? Does this mean they're going to go get Barcola? Then I see this from Fabrizio, and he says, no fresh contact so far between Arsenal and Bradley Barcola's camp, PSG after shock of camp or PSG after shock hijack of Morgan Rogers. Liverpool keep targeting Barcola if price can be affordable, waiting on PSG. So that one's still up in the air. We don't know what's going to happen with that. But are there alternative targets for Arsenal? Are they going to go and look for someone else? They probably will look for someone else, and we'll be keen and we'll be waiting to see what happens there because it's the transfer window. But people, what are we actually doing here? Chelsea Football Club, there must be an art to popping chains. What I will say, Arsenal Football Club, getting food chains when you have won, when you are a Premier League, you are Premier League champions. Getting your chain popped is one thing. But getting your chain popped as Premier League champions. And I don't want to hear you, man, talking about money. I don't want to hear you lot talking about we weren't willing to pay £117 million for Morgan Rogers.
No, Trey, we had to snatch your chain for that, bro.
Because when Man United didn't spend the money on Fernandes, you were calling Man United fans broke. Well, not Man United fans. You're calling Man United broke. So what we're not going to do now is act like we're, you know, change the narrative. Move the goalpost. Talk about money. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the VVS. You know what I'm saying?
Right, Trey, 120 million. Let's talk.
Don't talk about that no more. That's not the way we're gonna go about this. I'm looking at Chelsea now. I'm looking at Xabi Alonso. I'm seeing 210s, Morgan Rogers and Palmer in the 210s. With the wing backs. Palestra or Reece James. Do you know what I'm saying? If Enzo doesn't go, Enzo Caicedo, João Pedro up top.
Suddenly looking a bit
Brother,
mad.
if these men didn't sell Cucurella, I can't lie, the team will be looking kind of cold. The first 11 will be looking kind of cold. Bar the centre backs.
Yeah, we got to change that.
The team would actually be looking kind of cold.
We do actually
You
got to
understand this. Chelsea Football Club have gone and done the wickedest thing, fam. The wickedest thing. This is mad. There are 9 teams. There are 9 teams in Europe. There are 9 teams in Europe. Chelsea are not one of them. You can't lose your target to a Europe-less Chelsea. A Europe-less Chelsea as Premier League champions. Like, I just don't get it. Let's see what Hand of Arsenal said. Let's see what Hand of
already read that.
He said personal terms. He said personal terms were not an issue for weeks, yet we took our sweet.
There we got that.
I remember Benjamin Sesko. Newcastle willing to pay more money for Benjamin Sesko, yet he went for less money to Man United. So what are we doing here then? You know what I'm saying? And Arsenal could have had him for 100 M's a few weeks ago. Monga fee, Fernandes fee, Tonali fee, agent fee and wages, and Messi summer. Not a great look. Not a great look. We'll see what happens and how they handle it. Sam Dean also says, personal view, 117 is a crazy amount of money for Morgan Rogers, but it's still a blow to Arsenal. Mikel wanted him in.
Right. We're going to see this Matisse intro quick. Because I know you, man, been talking about it too much. I want to see it as well. Hold on. I hit the like. I got to hit the like for Matisse, man. Big up to Matisse, man. Let's go. What's Matisse got for us? Oh, I'm on fucking mute, man. Oh, mate.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chelsea. A David Ornstein bomber ass clot.
No. Word to Jey Uso. Reload. We got that. I felt a fire underneath my heart when I heard that. Oi, what an intro. He ain't even got the mic on. I relate heavily to that, man. Reload.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chelsea. A David Ornstein bomber ass clot.
Nah, fuck off. One more time. Fuck off.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Chelsea. A David Ornstein bomber ass clot. Rogers. 117 million pound Elizabeth Sterling from Aston Villa as a priority. Chelsea. And Xabi Alonso the preference. Food chain, bitch! Food chain!
Shaking!
Food chain! Are you mad? What is going on?
It's good to feel like a fan again, man.
What on earth is going on? I was doing DIY. Do it yourself. If nobody else will. This is not SA 2.0. This is not Tottenham. This is the mighty Chelsea.
The mighty fucking Chelsea.
That came out of nowhere from the top rope. Landed it on the canvas. This is why we love the David Ornstein bomber ass clocks. Because they just come out of nowhere. I am shell-shocked. I am bamboozled. I am dazed. I am delirious. I am dumbfounded. Chelsea. What on earth have we got here? This is bonkers.
Superb.
This is absolutely bonkers.
The mic's still off.
I was just conversating online because we're sitting here prancing around, waiting around. I'm going to talk in depth about this player. I'm going to talk about the signing, my opinions on it, talk about what it means for Arsenal. But we're in limbo as Chelsea fans. Every time somebody comes up to me on the roads, on the streets, I'm saying, hey, ho, I don't know what's going on. There's no players coming through the door.
Very relatable.
I can't speak too much about expectations until signings come through.
I've had too many comments while I've been on the street or on a bike ride or in the gym. Like, so what's happening next season? I've had to say the same shit. No comment. Let me see the window. Now I feel like I got a little bit of a bass in my fucking voice now.
I've just gone and broken the bank for Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa. Now we know.
Oh, it's the whole video. Fairs.
You know, they're going to become a little bit more acceptant to selling him because they have been bringing in their own players, which we've seen over the last couple of days. They've been reinforcing their own team. And I was to believe Arsenal were, far, far away clear as the main priority for not only Rodgers, but also for themselves. Prioritizing him over Barcola. Prioritizing
Man,
him
them
over
keep
any
bringing
other
up
targets,
Mudryk.
Alvarez,
Cope.
And they were just going to go and get him, and that was going to be it. And where would we put up the money from?
Keep coping. Mudryk is not Rodgers.
Amounts of revenue from Champions League finals and winning the Premier League. We haven't got European.
And that's why the only signings that you've made is Melier and Tozalitis. This is why.
We're broke. So I assumed we're broke. So I'm not expecting us to go and do a bidding war for a player of this price point. But here we are. Chelsea have blown our Arsenal out of the water. Absolutely blown them to smithereens. There is just nothing left. Tumbleweed and mere particles and dust. No negotiating, no deliberating, no incremental bidding, no negotiations, nothing. Just
Boom.
Hear that? Sound nice, innit? You know when you meet your brethren and you just the first time, not even after 2-3 time attempts, just the first dap, it's just clean. Just send shockwaves, sound waves through the solar system. That's what this is. Chelsea have just dunked after finishing 10th. I never thought I'd see the day, but we're gonna speak on it.
That man said, right, we're winning the league. Look, if you want me to bring the gimmick back, that is absolutely fine. I will bring the gimmick back. And that gimmick is, we just chill guys, man. We just chill guys, man. For the first time, I feel like a chill guy. For the first time in a year and a little bit, man. And it is a lovely feeling. I'm just a chill guy looking forward to watching my team play football. For the first time all year, man. That brings me happiness inside. That brings me peace inside. That's what we're bringing. You're damn fucking right, bruv. That's what we're bringing back. We're bringing back the fucking chill guy gimmick. Hold that stupendously, bruv. Now, I actually don't think I've got any more time, though, because I think the others are still waiting on me. So, you lot. We'll be back in 2 hours for the World Cup final. Hope you lot have enjoyed the stream. Hope you lot have enjoyed the cook sesh. Hope you lot have enjoyed the Arsenal tears. Let us know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. And now I'm off to Chelsea Fan TV for the pod. Big up my G's. Up the Blues.